Good evening, everybody. Good evening, real fam. Good evening, good evening. Long time no recap central. It's that time of the year. It's busy, busy, busy. Um, Uncle UC, that's Chucky was here earlier. Welcome. Good evening, Auntie Grace. Thank you for showing up earlier. Hi, Sister Biba. Good evening, sis. Thanks for coming in. So, guys, today is the Detty December show. I've been speaking about it for what, a month now, and I just haven't found the time to actually do this show. However, it's one of those ones that I knew I wanted to do before Christmas, which is why I literally decided that I must do it today, even if it's later than I usually would have a live stream. But I really wanted to get this out of the way. And in a way, I think that the timing is perfect because in the last week and a half, there's been so much on social media about Dirty December and how it's not going according to plan, how it is dead. And it's just people are not having fun. Even me from my own corner, I'm just there watching everybody's stories like, guys, what's going on? Like it just seems like everyone is suffering. Everywhere is packed as usual. So nothing surprising. Hi Zena, welcome. Hi Sister Rose, welcome. Good evening. So yeah, I'm not even jealous. Mind you, my flight, which I have now cancelled, was meant to be on Friday, but I'm no longer going. So I don't know, a part of me is glad that I'm not going. We have quite a bit to cover. There's different aspects, including what has been trending on social media in the last week about this whole topic. But I think that I want to kind of start with where, like, how I feel about Christmas in general, and then Dirty December, if that makes sense. Um, so I'm not considered an IJGB. Well, I wouldn't consider myself that. Some people might, but I wouldn't. And the reason why I wouldn't consider myself an IJGB is because I feel like for me, Sister Biba, why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me? I cancelled it with sadness in my heart. For me, Christmas was, I mean, Dirty December. Growing up, there was no Dirty December. I went to secondary school in Nigeria. I came here by myself as a teenager, and the I had to go home. It was important that I went home twice a year, which was around April, Easter, and then Christmas, right? So that would be the only times in the year that I would see my family. And then maybe or maybe not. I don't know. I may see them in between, but I would definitely see them at Christmas time and Easter time. So for me, going back to Nigeria from the UK was kind of compulsory. And most of my friends were the same as well. A lot of us a lot of us went to came to the diaspora or traveled abroad for university after secondary school. So it was normal to go back to see your family, and it was kind of like a reunion. So we all looked forward to it because, like, oh, this is my friend I went to secondary school with. This one is coming from Canada. This one is coming from America. This one is coming from South Africa and other parts of the world as well, America. And it was just like a reunion, and we looked forward to it, right? I personally, my parents had a party as well, Christmas Eve, that we hosted in my house, and it was just always so much fun. And then on Christmas morning, you go to church, come back, plenty food, the jollof rice, the pepper soup, the fried rice, the ofen sala. I was talking to my brother yesterday because we're trying to finalize our Christmas menu, and he was like, Abby, where's the ofen salad? And I'm here like, I feel so nervous cooking ofen salad because I don't feel like I can get it like my mom does. And we pounded jam, not poundo yam, pounded jam, as in mortar and pestle pounded jam, Christmas Day after church. So Dirty December for me and for most people only kicked off properly in 2019, right? Pre-COVID. Because remember, And it's mad because I remember I was in Ghana and I was in Nigeria afterwards. Went to Ghana first because Afro Nation. I don't know if everyone is familiar with Afro Nation. Afro Nation, it's my uncle is one of the Afro Nation guys, Smade. So not only was I going to support, I mean I was getting like freebies. So why wouldn't I go? So I went to Ghana and then I went to Nigeria, and actually I thought I had malaria. Later on, I figured out that it might have been COVID, but that's by the way. But obviously, we were not privy to COVID in that sense until around February, March of 2020. But 2019 for me was proper Detty December. And as someone who went home every year anyway, it didn't even feel like anything else more than the first time I was an adult, because I also had a boyfriend who lived out there. So, prior to this whole era, I was still very sheltered, if that makes sense. I was still at uni. So my parents still had rules and regulations about my movement and all. So for me, I just felt like it didn't feel like Dirty December. It just felt like the first time I was an adult enjoying Lagos, if that makes sense. And then all of a sudden, obviously, we had Mr. Easy, then I had the Dirty Rave, right? And then that became a thing. And of course, there's that whole thing of who started Dirty December. Like the term Dirty December, is it Mr. Easy or is it a general term? But there's a lot of people that argue that way before Mr. Easy, people used to say Dirty December. But if you know anything about like Nigerian English or lingo in a sense, you would know that we always said dirty, stinky for something that was extremely good or extremely fun, if that makes sense. I mean, confirm in the chat if you get what I mean. So anyway, for me, that was my own Christmas. It was just fun. It was about family. It was about reunion with my friends I went to school with, since we all went to university abroad and all of that. Now, in the last, let me say 3 years, it's become a joke. There's so many issues. Even I remember we're having a conversation here on this platform about something else, and someone was saying how at least now there's people that go back home. And I remember saying, I don't know if I would say that in a positive way. It sounds positive, but 80% of them are not going back for the right reasons. That's just my opinion. So if you're saying that, oh, you were born in America and you're, American Nigerian, or you're born in Great Britain and you're British Nigerian, you're going back home. Are you going back home to connect with culture? Are you going back home to connect to your extended family? Or are you going back home because of what you hear about how Nigerian men spend money and the same 4 clubs over and over again, or the same beach houses over and over again, or the same lounges? Like, what are you really going for? And like I always say, personally, I'm not a Dirty December, Oktoberfest, Smoky Jollof, Nigerian. I'm in Nigerian, period. So for me, besides growing up in Nigeria, I'm pro everything Nigeria, if that makes sense. So I don't know, sometimes it just feels like a lot of people from the diaspora are going back to Nigeria for the wrong reasons. And I never want to sound like I'm gatekeeping in a sense, because I am also from Lagos State, right? I'm from Lagos State, I'm from Ekpe. And it's just how different Lagos is around December. A lot of people will tell you you can't go anywhere. The average location it's meant to take you like 15 minutes to get to, can take you 3 hours because of the traffic, right? It is horrendous. It is terrible. Literally blocked roads everywhere. So when you live in Lagos, and that's the thing, if you see on the screen, there's IJGB versus WJDH. So that's a new word that has been coined, which means we just day here. So I just got back versus we just day here. So we just day here are those that actually live in Lagos. And I just feel for them. I mean, obviously, I don't live in Lagos anymore. Because Lagos is my city, I can feel it. It's very different, right? And it can be annoying. It can be annoying. I'm going to drop the link early just because it's a light-hearted show anyway. So if anyone wants to call in, anyone can. Sister Biba said, authentic pounded yam, that's not easy. Sister Biba, with ofe and salah, that was part of our Christmas menu every Christmas in my house. Not a joke. Um, Uncle Ogachucky said, I go home for peace and quiet. I'm not that type of dirty. No, but the thing is, you are not like, you're British Nigerian, but you're not like British Nigerian. Do you know what I mean? You're Nigeria, like you're pro Nigeria, you're about that life. So you're not the group of people that I'm talking about. Well, it leads to here and there. Yeah, that's how I feel as well. For me, it's about I'm going to enjoy, but also family reconnection, reunion. But I feel like the more recent Dirty December people, they are just going back for party, 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 and the wrong reasons. Every time you hear them do any video on TikTok, it's always how, oh man, this, man, that. Nigerian men spend money. They're going to go look for Nigerian men. I'm just like, is that what it's supposed to be? Oh, my Zaddy. Good evening, Uncle Mecca. Uncle Mecca of Nigeria. I hope you are enjoying yourself, sir. I finally canceled my flight. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir, for being here. And then, yeah. So, yeah, Chucky, I get you, but well, it's not. This does not apply to us. The people that that own this sub, they will catch it. But yeah, so that's kind of my own idea of Dirty December, in a sense. But now it's just kind of started to lose its essence. It's too packed. Already, we know that Lagos is very, very populated. It's overpopulated. They're now adding all of this diaspora, whatever. Nobody wants to stay in Abuja anymore. Nobody wants to stay in Port Harcourt. Everybody comes to Lagos at some point. Obviously, we have all of the huge concerts, the Christmas concerts at Echo Hotel. Do you know what I mean? So it's very, very, very busy. It's very saturated. There was one time that I was going somewhere. I heard that it's reopened. It's a popular club. Oh my God, I can't remember the name, but it's shut down temporarily. It's owned by a Lebanese guy. It's shut down temporarily and has reopened again this Christmas. And it took me 3 hours to get there. Guys, I live in Ikoyi. This thing is in VI. How can Ikoyi to VI be 3 hours? Do you get what I mean? Anyway, so my Christmas was about family. Like I said, I'm from Ekpe, Lagos State, so sometimes we would go to our village as well because my granddad had like some responsibility and wanted us to support him. We'll go there. And then sometimes as well, we'll go to Asaba as well. My mom is from Delta State, so we'll go to Asaba to see my mom's side of the family. It was just always fun. But now I don't know what we're doing. Anyway, I'm going to move on to play some videos. The first video was basically about we're going to be talking about just the pricing from the tickets. Hi, Ashlyn. Welcome, sis. Long time. Hope you're good. So this we're talking about the tickets as well. One thing that I know that we experience is extremely high tickets. If you don't buy your ticket early, even if you buy your ticket early, it's still quite expensive. There was a time that I bought my ticket quite late, and the prices I was seeing, £6,000, as in 6,000 British pounds to go to Lagos in December. Are you guys crazy? And you know what's mad? This is direct. This was British Airways. And I'm thinking, how much would Virgin have been? Because Virgin is usually slightly more expensive. And you know what's mad is that we've heard this over and over again. What would end up happening is they would give us the dirtiest, right? The most rickety flights or planes or airplanes to Nigeria anyway. They're always not nice. And because I travel quite a bit, I can tell. Well, when I went to Mexico, the flights were nicer and it's the same BA. Or when I went to this country, the flights were nicer. Why Nigerian routes? Nigerian routes are always very terrible. Airplanes in terrible states. They don't rate us, but you have the audacity to be selling tickets for 6,000 pounds. And there was a period where it was cheaper to just go to Ghana. Go to Ghana, start from Ghana, and then fly from Ghana to Nigeria. But then where are we at with the Ghana Nigerian flights? They are also very expensive now. But like I said, even just 2019 to 2020, the flights between Ghana and Nigeria were not this high. But now, extremely high. Should we now talk about the flights within Nigeria? We're not seeing 500K, 600K for local flights. Lagos to Enugu, do you know what I mean? Lagos to Abuja. Like, why are flights so expensive? Anyway, so that's the first video I'm going to play. Good evening, Mama 5. Good evening, sis. Welcome. You're not late. We've just started, to be honest. I've just been giving intro about my own idea of Detty December and Christmas, and how for me Christmas was always about food, family, church, and now it's all about clubbing and who can find a man that's going to pay their bills and all of that nonsense. Anyway, let me go ahead and play the first video.
Well, it costs at least $3,000 to get to Nigeria. That's me flying from Houston into Lagos. It might be different wherever you're coming from, but this is the most expensive trip that I take. I have been to Japan, I've been to Costa Rica, I have been to different places. Nowhere else costs as much as it costs to get to Lagos, Nigeria. Now, on top of it costing so much, they are going to put you in the worst plane in the back of the airport because they don't want to know that you exist. They're just ready to take your money and that's it. Aside from the fact that it's going to cost you so much to get there, when you get there, you're seeing all these people posting they're in the club, Dorime, Obile, all this type of stuff. If you don't know anyone, I promise you're not going to have that experience. If you don't know someone on ground who can coordinate your movements for you, you are not going to have that experience. Lagos is not the place where you just show up to just be doing dormer. You think you're going to be living the life that influencers and people who are oppressing you on TikTok and Instagram are living. If you are someone who is very independent and you like the way you move around, you're used to having your own car, you're used to making your own moves and stuff like that, Lagos is going to be such a difficult place for you to get to because you need to know someone. No matter what you're doing, whether you are organizing a driver, whether you are trying to go out at night, whether you're even just trying to make it to a shop. I had an experience where I saw this dress at a pop-up. They didn't have my side. I said, oh, no worries. I'm just going to go and I'll go to the store the next day. Luckily, the person that I was with, I was going to get an Uber and he was like, I don't feel comfortable doing that. So he took me. It took me at least an hour to find the shop. I'm calling them. Nobody's picking up. Only for me to find out that this shop was in somebody's like apartment building and they still didn't have my size. This is a normal experience in Lagos. There's always a point in the trip while I'm there that I'm just like, get me out of here. Vegas is not an easy place. I'm not going to say it's not a tourist destination because at this point it is, but I still don't think that it's set up like a tourist city. It doesn't have the infrastructure to be a tourist city. So before you go and spend your money, do whatever you want, but everybody is putting out guys, they're putting out TikTok, everybody's showing, oh, I'm in Lagos. I said, let me offer another perspective. And I go as much as I can. I don't go every year because did you hear me talking about the price of those tickets? But I go as much as I can. And every time people are like, they want to go, I'm still like, why? Of all the places to travel to, of how much it costs, Lagos? But yeah, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, and this is what I was trying to say about the reason for going to Lagos. She's very right about this. You need to know somebody, you need to know people. But then again, that's what I was saying. If you're going to Lagos, as I know people that have decided to go to Lagos as adults, they've never been. They're like in their late 20s and they've only been as maybe once as children or as, or just never been. Obviously, that can be a struggle. But if you go back and you're willing to reconnect with your cousins, willing to reconnect with your, extended family and all, it could make the whole thing better. Or if you even have some childhood friends or whatever. But generally, just going off of social media and just seeing that there's lots of fun and it seems luxurious, which, by the way, in my opinion, there's no such thing as luxury in Lagos, in my opinion. And it's taking me, you know, this long. Well, I've had to travel to a few places to actually really realize that there's no such thing as luxury in Lagos. Everything is just overpriced. There's no luxury, but that's by the way. So again, when you go to Lagos for the right reasons, I feel like you may get it right. But again, obviously Lagos is my city. I absolutely love Lagos. I would live in Lagos if certain things were in place. That's how much I love Lagos, honestly. I was going to live in Lagos a couple years ago, you know. So for me, again, reasons, right? This is what we're talking about. Now, the next video I'm going to play is actually one of the main things that inspired me coming here today to play this video, and it's very very funny that we've come to this place. I don't know what one to play first. I have one. Okay, let me just play from random people first before I go to actually prominent people in the industry. I'll get there.
Of Dirty December, or we will see a massive decline of Dirty December in Nigeria after this year. And that's just because of one thing: greed.
Uncle Ben, WJDHs, we just day here. That's what it means. We just day here. IJGBs, I just got back. And then WJDH has been coined in the last week, and it means we just day here. So those are the originals that actually live in Nigeria.
Very greedy people. And I'm saying this because you guys blame the government for everything, and politicians for everything. But these people are the product of their environment. The civilians, the average Nigerian is a greedy person. The way you're hiking up prices, it just does not make sense. And I'm happy that this is happening. Yes, let other people go to other countries, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, and let Dirty December boom there, because you people don't think about the future. You don't think about the bigger picture. It's just about me, now, now, now. And it's more to say that a lot of Nigerians don't even want Nigerians to be better. They just want to be in the position of power where they can take advantage of people and show you that, yeah, I'm in power now, I have money, I can take advantage of you. Because there's no reason why just to stay in Ikoyi for 11 days or 10 days is £9,000. And I hear people say, you earn in dollars, you earn in pounds, so why are you complaining? First of all, just because you earn in pounds and dollars doesn't make you rich. People save for months, for years, to come and spend less than 10 days, 2 weeks, to enjoy in their home country. And you're saying that you earn in naira, you earn in pounds. You don't pay your workers in pounds or dollars. You pay them chicken change in naira. Honestly, I believe we need a change of mentality. Until the average Nigerian is not greedy, that country is never moving forward. And I pray we actually see the damage we're doing and do better as a nation.
Okay, so I don't know. It sounds low on my end, but this video is not supposed to be low, but I think everyone can hear. Let me just say that, let me tell you, Nigeria has never had a problem with building anything. We've never had a problem with starting anything good. One of the issues that we've had, which is one of the reasons we're here, is that we're never able to sustain anything. We're never able to maintain. We have a maintenance issue, whether it's from buildings. I mean, even when I think about spaces like cinemas and all, you go somewhere, the first year they're open, revisit it the following year, you will see a decline, whether it's in the actual customer service or even the maintenance of the building itself, right? So we've never had any issue. We're very talented individuals. We cannot take that away from ourselves. So we've never had an issue starting anything. The issue has always been maintenance, right? Which is why at this point, Dirty December has actually taken a decline as well. And quite frankly, in my this lady said, and I actually believe this might be one of the very last Dirty Decembers. And unfortunately, do you know my biggest fear? And I know it doesn't sound like a valid fear. Hi, sis M. Jones. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, sis V. Good evening. Welcome, sis. Do you know one of my biggest fears, even if it's not a valid fear, quite frankly, it's not even that deep, is that all of this Dirty December traffic is going to Ghana. And worse, maybe Benin Republic, all these countries around us would actually start to tap into, because guess what? A lot of these brands, example, Dare Atalade and his wife now that have gone to trademark the word Dirty December, they are going to start um looking for other areas to go. The same way, what's his name, Mr. Easy, even Afro Nation, Smith and them lots, they do it in Ghana. That's the same way they're going to look for a new location around Africa. That's what's going to happen. And then, of what good has that is now going to do for us? Because of greed. If not for the facts, good evening, Sister O'Shea. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If not for, look at what Uncle Mecca is saying. Leaving for Asaba on the 22nd, flight is 450. Asaba. Asaba. Do you get what I mean? You cannot travel by road because guess what is unsafe. And then how many people can afford 450k? It's just long. Yes, now it's very believable because this is what I've been seeing. I've been seeing we've gone from, even I know I'm 28 and I know about 30K flights, because we used to go to Asaba a lot. At the time when I was growing up, there was no airport in Asaba. So you had to travel to Benin, Lagos to Benin, and then drive from Benin to Asaba. Anyway, so even then, how much a flight? 20K, 30K, max 50K. What is 450K for what? Where are we going? 450K is, small money you add. 600K, you already enter flight to the UK that year. Or am I bugging? Do you know what I mean? So Uncle Ben is saying, to be honest, the prices are not expensive. Uncle Ben, is that a typo? Uncle Ben, is that a typo? Because they are expensive for Nigeria. We're not converting from pounds or naira. We're expensive for the Nigerians that is meant to be their original target audience, right? Anyway, so that's what she's even talking about. Where I've seen that. I've seen Airbnb, and I've seen hotels, even like popular hotels that we all know, like Oriental, Echo Signature, any Echo Atlantic, what's it called? The houses, right? The shortlets, that's what they call it, right? All of those houses, I've seen them now. 6,000 pounds, 7,000 pounds, 8,000 pounds for 10 days, 2 weeks in Lagos. What does that even mean? Uncle Ben, good evening, sir. Welcome. Uncle Ben, are you here?
Hey, Abby, how you doing?
Good evening, Uncle Ben. Welcome to Recap Central.
Thank you for having me. You know, I am IJGB. Whatever you guys, Gigi Jojo, I'm just IJGB. Is
Uncle
that not
Ben,
what you
what
guys say
else?
now?
Please, Uncle Ben, talk like your usual self. Please, Uncle Ben,
Abby,
defend
I'm
this
talking to you,
comment.
Abby.
Defend this
Abby,
comment. Hi,
okay,
Sissy. Good evening, sis. Welcome. Sister Oshay, exactly. It is very expensive.
Abby, that those prices are not expensive. Let us face reality.
Which of the
You
prices?
know, when it is festive period, wherever you go, especially the fancy cities and places all over the world, the
Hmm.
prices get expensive. We know that. Okay. If you go to Paris right now, everything gonna be skyrocketing. So I don't think that is the main issue. Okay, Uncle Emeka say flight from Lagos or Abuja to Asaba is $450. How
Yeah.
much is that? No, 450 naira. That if you convert it to dollar, that's just about maybe $300. It's the same thing right here. If you want
Uncle
to
Ben, you're
take
not supposed to
flight,
convert now. Why are you
why
converting it?
why would you convert? Are they
Because
not going from?
you're not
Are they
the
not going from
target.
US?
Hmm.
Abby, you say this is a bougie, is it bougie
We
show,
are
right?
finished.
I'm,
Anyway, let
I'm,
finish.
I'm-
Actually, I think Uncle Chucky should reply you. Continue, sir.
okay, now everybody travel to Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
Let's not deceive ourselves. Those things are not expensive. Remember, ever since Tinubu do this what did he call it? This thing he did on the dollars, is it A and B window or something, whereby it's almost as if whatever you are pricing in Nigeria right now is equivalent to the same price in dollars. That's just what's happening. If you're gonna take a flight from let's say from Austin to Dallas, you're gonna pay about $250 or $300. So if you're taking a flight from Abuja to Asaba, it's still the same thing, it's the same price. We Nigerians just want something cheap. Let's be honest. Now, I'm not talking about the landlord and the stuffs like that, but when we talk about people coming in, you want to maybe you want to get an Airbnb and then you want to rent car or something. Those prices are not outrageous. Let's be frank. Nigerians just like cheap stuff. Let's call it what it is. I'm sorry. Now, as for the landlords that are raising rent and all that, okay, I have issue with that. But when it comes to those who actually went to Nigeria for Detty December, no, those prices are not outrageous. You guys go to Jamaica, don't you? You go to Dubai. Are things cheaper in Dubai or Jamaica? People go to London. They go to Paris. They go to Europe, Monaco. Are things cheaper over there? Even right here in the US, it's like you say, okay, you know what? I want to go celebrate Christmas in Las Vegas. Or you want to go to New York. Somebody told me if I'm coming to New York, like because I know very soon I'm going to be in New York with my wife. Somebody already told me, hey Ben, the area you're going to, you are looking at hotel prices from 250 all the way to like $400. So frankly speaking, I don't consider that all these prices are expensive in Nigeria. It's just because when you look at it, the way it sounds in monetary values, where you hear 450K, it sounds so huge, but converting to dollar is nothing. That's my point, Mama.
Okay, Uncle Ben, your point is very valid. And as someone who travels, has traveled quite extensively, I agree with you that there are periods in every year for different locations that are considered peak periods, right? So, of course, whenever it's peak time, things are going to, skyrocket. That is normal. I used to live in Wimbledon, where British tennis. And whenever it was, the 3 weeks in summer when we have the Wimbledon games, that is kind of what happens. I totally get that. You see people even renting out a room close to the village where the court is, all of that stuff. That makes sense. Anytime there's something happening, if you go to a country when they are hosting World Cup, whatever, that is what is going to happen. However, Uncle Ben, a lot of times you can actually understand the value of what you're getting, right? With Lagos, there's no real value. I've been in situations where I've paid for prepaid tickets to go see whether it's Davido, whiskey, whatever. You can't even get there because the roads are blocked, right? Okay, Ben. The problem is that, first of all, you're talking about the dollar. If I earned in naira and I came to the UK on holiday and I started to convert, I will not be able to spend money, and vice versa. I don't think there's any situation, because economies are different, currencies are different, where there should be comparison or there should be that conversion of, oh, it's just $300. $300 is not the same thing as 450K. It can never be the same based off of the actual economy and then the value of what you are getting, even worse, right? So that's what we're saying. And Uncle Ben, you've been talking about it from a point of view of transportation and hotels and all. How about service providers? How about service providers? Is there a reason why braids that is usually 50K now becomes 400K? You don't think that the hike is too much? Or makeup goes from the usual price of, let's say, 80K, they're now charging 250K. You don't think it's a bit much? What is it? Is it based off of, like, what is the reason? Right? And again, the issue here, Uncle Ben, is value. If people felt like they got value for their money, then maybe it will even make sense. But people don't feel that way, because guess what? In Lagos, it's the same 4 clubs. New York, that I use as an example, you have options for restaurants and all, depending on whatever area you go to in that same New York. Everybody is in Lagos. It's the same 4 restaurants on the island, the same 4 beach clubs in Ilashe. Ilashe private is the same 4. It's the same for everything, right? Me now, I can decide to say, oh, I want to make a selfish statement and say I don't really care because I'm converting from pounds to dollars. But Uncle Ben, let me tell you something. As someone who has gone to Nigeria every year for Christmas, I think this is my 2nd year since I've lived in this country, and I've been in this country for 15 years, that I probably haven't gone. Because again, like I said, when I was in my intro, my parents always expected me anyway because they live in Nigeria. And I kid you not, there was a time when my pounds used to stretch. My pounds cannot stretch anymore as it used to anyway. Even if it's clothes I want to buy, all the clothes now are $400, $500, $350. Since when did we now start spending dollars in Nigeria that you're tagging clothes? I want to go to Alara, knock by Alara to go and buy clothes because I want to, bring back Nigerian culture. Look at the prices. So if I don't go into the market, I can't even spend reasonable prices. So, Uncle Ben, I think that when you compare, the economies are different. The treatment is different. Again, like I said earlier, in Lagos, they will try and sell luxury to you. There's no such thing as luxury in Nigeria. What we have in Nigeria is overpriced. There's no luxury. There's no service that's luxury. And it just takes you living in diaspora for 2 weeks or even coming on holiday in any part of the Western world for 2 weeks to know that there's no such thing as luxury. So what exactly is the pricing for? And then this pricing with flights, for instance, and yes, I saw what's it called? A comment from Uncle Emeka that said during Christmas, prices of transportation has always true. Very true, because again, like I said, we used to travel to Asaba. I'm from Lagos, so I never really had a village in quotes because my village is still in Lagos, right? But the closest thing to village that I used to go to back in the day was Asaba. And if you enter transportation, well, it was always triple the price, really, yes. But then it's at this point, it's not even triple the price anymore. And then what is even worse about this is that a lot of people cannot afford it, and there's insecurity when you travel by road. So where do we go from here, Uncle Ben? It doesn't tally. That's the problem.
Abby, I have a little pushback. I don't agree with you with there is no luxury in Nigeria.
Oh, there's no luxury
I
night.
think, oh, well, I think when we talk about luxury, it's kind of relative. It depends on what area of Nigeria. But if you talk in terms of road infrastructure, like if you actually head into some of these fancy hotels or accommodation areas and things like that, if you say the roads are not really impressive, I agree with that. But there are really fancy places in Nigeria. So, like when you go to some of the hotels, like the Marriott Hotel and the like, come on, have you seen
I open the
the
hotel? Should I open the hotel as we're talking? Let's be bringing it because you know me, I'm from Lagos. I know everywhere.
have you
Let me open
yeah.
the picture for you. Then we'll compare it to Marriott in London or Marriott in America. Then we'll see if it's luxurious. Uncle Ben, there's no luxury in Lagos. It's not relative. Relative
What do
is
you mean
not.
there's no luxury in
There's no
Lagos?
luxury. I'm
Have
talking
you
about.
have you
In fact, Uncle Ben,
have you
because
tried
Uncle Ben,
nightlife in Banana Island and
Uncle Ben, I live in Ikoyi. I live in Ikoyi. There is no luxury in
Ikoyi's
Lagos.
old area
No,
down? It's
no,
more or
Uncle
less
Ben,
like
Ikoyi's old area. I see everywhere is
like
between everywhere that happens in Lagos is between Ikoyi, VI, and Lekki Phase One. Anything after Lekki Phase One, you are no longer enjoying luxury in Nigeria, in Lagos. If you go past Lekki Phase One, just start going home. No, there's no need. So that one, everything is between Ikoyi and Lekki Phase One. So, Uncle Ben, there's no luxury in Lagos. It's not relative. It's not relative. You're calling Marriott. Let's open Marriott's hotel. What is inside Marriott's hotel in Ikeja? Is it not the Marriott's hotel they just opened in Ikeja that year? In GRA. I was even looking at it for what am I saying? I was looking at it. Some of my dad's guests for my dad's 60th, that's where they stayed. There's nothing there now when you compare it to the actual Marriott around the world. Uncle Ben, it's not low because you're the one that wanted to compare pounds and dollars. And that's what I'm saying. You have to give us the value if you want to use dollars to calculate it now. Give us the same value as the New York. Give us the same value as London, but they will not. They won't.
okay, do you permit me to share maybe one or two of these hotels with you?
Share the most luxurious hotel right now is the waiting. The
Defend my land. I don't want somebody like Sisi, Misty, Sister O'Shea to say, oh, there's nothing in Nigeria. You gotta, when you go into those hotels, when you go into all those resorts, man, you will be blown away.
Uncle Ben, you are telling me, Abby and Sissy, that we will be blown away. You are telling us, Uncle Ben, the most expensive hotel in Lagos at the moment is the Delbur. Oh, let's open. Let me share my screen. Let's open the that's going to be the most luxurious, and they charge in dollars. Please, let's open it. And then for some of us that have gone to Singapore and Maldives, let's not compare. Please, comment section, help me. Let's go. Where's their website? Lagos is not, they don't sell luxury on Caban. They sell classism. There's a difference. That's what Lagos sells. Classism. This is what Lagos is. This is what they sell. They have brought, can you see? Are you guys seeing my screen? This is what Lagos sells. Classism. They brought car. They brought whatever. They brought Rolls Royce. This is it. And then for the price, let's enter the rooms. Are we seeing more info? Can we see pictures? Gallery. Oh, they have a gallery tab. Uncle Ben, this is the most expensive hotel in Lagos. So at the moment, are the most luxurious, and they charge in dollars. Even Nigerian residents, I be Lagos residents. Let's go to. I'm guessing this is Presidential Suites. I'm guessing it to be one of their most expensive. You see, the website is not even loading. It's refusing to load. Luxury from websites. You're already stressing me. Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben, I'm not hearing your voice. From website, they already says stressing me. Uncle Ben, look at this is the most luxurious, most expensive hotel in Lagos. Look at the room. What's luxurious here? This is standard. This is not even a standard hotel.
Don't worry. Keep on going. Right on, Abby. So that I won't disrupt your show.
No, Uncle Ben, give me an example of a hotel so I can open it.
Okay. Check out Radisson.
Which one?
Radisson Blue. The Accord. Radisson Blue Accord. Check that out. That goes for like almost $400 a night. And they have really good environment there.
This one.
Let me see.
Yeah,
Yes,
this one.
Radisson. Yeah.
Okay.
So it all depends. When you talk about the environment, the road network, okay, yeah, we get it. Okay, when you talk about the environment, the road network, we get it. They are not the best, but when you get into some of these hotels, they are really luxury. You're really gonna like it. Okay.
Uncle Ben, in
Main
comparison to the world, the rest of the world.
Abby, we live here in the rest of the world too. Many of these hotels don't beat the one you are looking at right now. I travel
Uncle
a
Ben,
lot.
Uncle
I
Ben, for the
travel a lot.
price they
I've
do.
even right here in Austin, we have this hotel that sometimes during festive period it goes all the way to like $600 per night. I've covered wedding there twice. There is really nothing that much. It's just that maybe we Africans, we just have this thing that we believe that whatever Yibo touch is in Yibo land is super super. I don't really see it like that. In terms of the interior of these hotels, come on, Abby. I'm just saying though.
Uncle Ben, I'm very surprised though that you're saying this in comparison to the rest of the world. Hmm.
I'm just saying in comparison to where I've been. I haven't been to all over the world, but I'm just
Even
saying when I
America.
look at, yeah, I'm comparing these specific hotels I'm mentioning right now. I'm comparing them to hotels that charge similar prices over here. So they offer almost the same luxury. You can say, okay, maybe after you leave the hotel, you are beginning to see places that aren't that impressive. I agree. But at least inside the hotel itself, some of these hotel men, well, I haven't been to Abuja anyway, so maybe there are better ones in Abuja. But the ones I've been to in Lagos, a couple of them are really good. Let's be honest. And if we talk about hall, maybe you have shows and stuff like that. We really have great halls in Lagos too.
Uncle Ben, we don't have great
Okay.
halls in Lagos. I was planning a wedding. I was planning a wedding.
Okay.
I was sad. I wanted to go and do my traditional wedding in Morocco instead. I was sad. We don't have good halls in Lagos. And I was looking at Monarch. I was looking at the Five Palms. Those are the top two halls in Lagos at the moment. The Five Palms and Monarch. Everywhere you will see mold. And no, Uncle Ben, don't let's not go there. We don't have good halls. That one, at least that one I have first-hand experience in it. We don't have good halls. If it's Monarch and the Five Palm, that's the only hall that we have, and it's still terrible in my opinion. Anyway, moving on. Again, I think that is a case. Since he's saying, is the water clear? My friend stayed in Nikoya and water was brown. Is that luxury? To be fair, Ikoyi does not really have an issue with brown water. It's usually Lekki. I don't really, I've never heard that Ikoyi has a brown water issue. It's really like from the, as I say, anything past Lekki phase one, you may be in trouble if you're not careful. You may be okay, but you are more likely to have issues with flooding and water and all of that from Lekki phase two. And that's why for me, I would rather people live on the mainland. If you're living on the island and you want to be safe, especially if you're coming from diaspora, don't go past Lekki phase one. Don't go past.
Chucky in the building.
Hi, Chucky. Good evening, sir. Okay, I'm going to continue reading comments. I ain't paying a red cent. I will have more fun with my cousins. So I'll show you saying, imagine the traffic on the road December. Yes. Like I said, I was going to some place, this club called Library. Library is in VI. I live in Ikoyi. It took me 2 hours. It is meant to be 15 minutes. Actually, it's saying we get our value for our money here abroad compared to Nigeria. That's the issue. But anyway, Sissy say only I know is just have money because everywhere and anywhere is expensive. The thing again, Sissy, is that Nigeria, they sell classism. They don't sell luxury. Nigeria sells classism, which is that whole thing of exclusivity. It's expensive, so only me can do it. That's what Nigeria sells. They don't sell luxury. We know that luxury is even from the way you're spoken to. Again, if you travel from where how you're spoken to, how they even from the door, they are giving you a free drink on the house, a free cocktail, those sort of things. Those sort of things. Or the one that you will finish now, you go downstairs for buffet now. Bring egg, wahala. They will never refill it. Wahala to bring egg. Those are the issues. It's always the little things. Okay. Let me move on to the next. Uncle Becca is saying, I have never really liked Lagos. The traffic drives me bonkers. Honestly, in this December period, I'm not even going to lie. I'm actually relieved I'm not even going at this point because, again, they're not having fun. I'm going to go on, and luxury is upon arrival. You feel and see it. Exactly. Anyway, next video. Let me play this video from Laura IKG.
Are greedy baje. We are greedy. I braided his hair for 70,000 naira before I left Nigeria. Now my braider is telling me that she will not charge less than 200,000 naira to braid this same hair for my clients. That I should charge the client 250,000 naira because it is Detty December. We will ruin this Detty December with our hands, I'm telling you. We will ruin this Detty December and we will all rest. I sell the most during December, but I'm not a greedy person. We are greedy. Tell me why somebody will pay 250,000 naira to braid hair. You guys think people who live abroad are billionaires? They're not billionaires. They're people like you. They've saved up to come and enjoy themselves in Nigeria. It doesn't mean you should exploit them. You guys are exploiting these people. It's annoying. I'm angry because I finished her this morning. I finished her. How can you tell me braiding hair is 200,000 naira? Braiding. Because they are people who live abroad. What are you talking about? These are regular people in America, regular people in the UK, hustling for their money. It doesn't make sense. You are telling me 250,000 naira to braid hair from 70k? Even 70k is a lot. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. It's too much. It's getting out of hand. Same thing the landlords are doing. Airbnb is the problem why house rents are expensive in Nigeria. Airbnb. Landlords realized that people were charging hundreds of thousands for a day. Now said to themselves, if they're charging hundreds of thousands a day, let's charge this a year. We're a greedy nation. I'm going out because it's snowing outside. Snowing.
Bye, Laura. Have fun. And you know what's even crazy on this luxury talk? I think another thing is, which is always has always been a Nigerian problem, is how we reward mediocrity as well. We're so used to mediocre things, treatment, service, all of it, which is why estate agents would be selling things. They would be advertising for a house, and they'll be selling things to you like clean water, as opposed to what? They'll be selling things to you like LED lights. They'll be selling things to you like soft close cabinets. Do you know what I mean? So I that's one of the issues, is that we reward mediocrity, and that's why we even see things that are meant to be the bare minimum as luxurious. Because why are you advertising clean water? Why are you advertising no flooding as part of the reason why your rent is 15 million naira a year? Do you understand? It actually doesn't make sense. And that's why I'm saying that luxury in Nigeria is exclusivity. Luxury in Nigeria is classism. It is not the actual meaning of luxury. And I've said this on a previous show before, where you walk, let's use fashion as an example. You walk into a Dior store. I walked into a Dior store the other day to pick something up for one of my clients, and it was raining, so I had an umbrella from where I walked. And from the door, they have a machine that bags your umbrella so that you don't carry wet umbrella through their store and wet the floor. Number one. From there, the doorman is there opening the door, smiling at you. And the next thing, when they approach you, do you want water? Do you want tea? Do you want champagne? Do you want orange? What do you want? Is what they'll offer you. They'll offer you cookies and all of that stuff, while they take you to even go and rest and wait for them. Do you understand? Now, compare that to me going to, like, what is a luxury? Polo Avenue. So Polo Avenue, and we also these days now we have what's the name of the other one? Ashlocks. Polo Avenue, I would say, is like the Harrods of Lagos. And then Ashlocks is like the Selfridges. I don't know what is in Nigeria. Fifth is if in America that I could use, but basically luxury stores, right? And I'm sure everybody knows Harrods, even if you don't live in the UK. Walk into Polo Avenue. I've gone to Polo Avenue so many times. You're not going to get the same treatment. But you and I know that if you walk into Harrods or you walk into Selfridges, from the door, you know you're walking into a luxury mall. So again, the only reason that Polo Avenue is there is because exclusivity. There's only a couple of Nigerians that can go there because they only sell luxury goods. Hi, Auntie Yinkers. Good evening. Good evening, sis. Golden Aquarius is saying Airbnb is one of the reasons housing and apartment prices are getting so high globally. It's been banned in Spain and some other countries. Absolutely. And I don't know if you know, all these short let apartments is what 300 and something K to 500K a day. And then you also pay caution fee and then all of that stuff. 500K a day for short lets because you want to do party. Okay, no problem. Luxury, I guess. I don't like Laura, but I agree with her. And Sigus is saying government is only part of the problem. Most of it comes from the people. Absolutely, because the people in government, they were once one of us now, civilians. I be regular citizens. I be you be in Lagos, shall allow him to represent. Uncle Becca meets I'm from Lagos, so me. As Yinku said, this is why I keep saying the entire system is decayed. It is well. Uncle Ben, please, what do you say about what Laura said now about going from 70K for braids to 250K because it's Christmas? You don't think
Okay.
that
Is it this lady?
Laura KG?
I was trying to see if the
Oh, I
video
think
you
we're trying to
just
add it
played,
at the
right?
same time. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, go ahead and add it.
Agree baje.
This lady,
We
right?
are greedy.
Okay,
Yes,
just
I
mute
braided
it.
his hair for 70,000.
Okay. Right now, I am sorry to disappoint you guys. I don't see anything in what she's saying. What is 200,000 for braiding? How
brother.
much do you braid hair where you live? Come on, we got to be honest. We shouldn't just run our mouth on Nigeria businesses like this. Let's be candid. I pay for braiding for my daughters, and I know how much come out of my pocket every time they make their hair. So I've followed my wife to where she make her hair, buy stuff so many times. Sometimes when they pick stuff that they want to buy I see the amount of money, I would just lost it like kilo day on top of this head, what happened? Me and my daughter, we fight all the time. One time she was gonna do one braiding. The African American lady that was gonna do that braiding for her, I think they were like two. They charged $220. And I was yelling and screaming at home, like, what? Say what happened? I didn't pay. Later, I end up paying, I think, say $120 for a Nigerian, no, it's a Ghanaian braider. I pay $120 and we got home and I told my daughter, for the next 3 months, if I see you lose this year, we go die for this house. And my wife was looking at me like, look at you. What do you mean 3 months? You know? So whatever Laura is saying, I think people are just looking for opportunity to trend. Ladies, you are watching this show right now. Abby, you yourself, how much do you pay if you want to braid your hair? Let's be candid.
£250.
£250, right? Convert that to Nigeria currency. Isn't that close to almost 500K? So if a braider in Nigeria said, pay 200K for me to braid your hair, it depends on level, it depends on class. There are some beauty clinics you will go to in Lagos, and even the setup alone, you know you are walking into a kind of secular beauty clinic. So I don't really see whatever she's saying. She's just trying to trend. I'm sorry. Why I think she's saying this is probably she look at the person who is charging that money, and she just feel like I'm not supposed to charge more than
But then,
50K.
did you hear
You
this
are in Nigeria.
Did you hear what she said? She said the same lady that did her hair for 70K has said because it's now Christmas and the IJGBs are back, she has now hiked her price to 250K. That is what Laura is
It still
complaining
doesn't
about.
matter. It still
That's
doesn't
what Laura
matter.
is complaining about. Uncle
What
Ben,
Laura is complaining about, Laura is wrong, Gabby. Let's call it what it
let
is.
me just
You are
leave you in the
coming
hands
from
of
abroad.
Sisi.
Okay, let me
Uncle
give you an
Ben,
example.
Uncle
Let me
Ben,
give you an example.
you're missing our point. You're missing our
What's the
points. Go ahead,
point?
sir. Go ahead.
Okay. What's the point? I'm just
The
saying.
point is that you're talking about it as if because IJGBs have gone back, the price is
Mhm.
only for IJGBs. If you live in Lagos, you will still pay those prices. If you live in Lagos, the search for Uber and Bolt is still the same. Because at the end of the day, I live in Lagos, I will not go out. I will not go to work. I will not do my hair
But
because IJGBs have come.
Abby, people have
And then you want to
choices.
compare it with, I don't know what's going on. Sorry, Chucky, I don't know what's going on, sir. Yes, Chucky, the reason I said £250 because there's people that go to Peckham and ends in quotes to do their braids. I don't. I tend to do my braids at home or a certain kind of whatever. So in a sense, I'm still paying for luxury service. So it's still £250. This hairstyle that is on Laura's head, when I did it, I used human hair to do it, and it was £500. But that was based off of me paying for a luxury service where they were coming to my house in this UK. That's my point.
Okay.
Uncle Ben, I understand what a luxury service is, but if I go to Peckham to do my hair, it will be
Mhm.
£90 or £80. But I don't want to
Exactly.
do that.
Abby, we're
That's why it
saying
was
the
two
same
hundred and fifty
thing.
pounds.
I think you're just not getting my point.
No, I'm getting
If
your point. You're not
if
understanding that you
somebody
cannot
said,
convert naira to dollars, Uncle Ben.
why can't we compare naira to dollar? Those
Because
folks
it's
got
not the
money in
same
Nigeria.
economy and it's not the same situation.
Abby, these guys, they get money for Nigeria. My friends, when I enter Nigeria, if you see where my friends they blow money, me will come from Yankee, I know if we try them. They got the money. The money is right there. Thank you.
Sisi, good evening, sis. Thank you for coming to my rescue. Good evening, sis.
Hey
Hey, you are
guys,
finished this
Uncle
night.
Ben.
You
Hey
made Sisi
Abby.
calling. I said Uncle Ben is finished this night because he made you calling.
I know. No,
Sissy,
yes.
Sissy, you're welcome.
Thank you,
Choose your
sir.
side wisely. Choose a side
Uncle
wisely.
Ben, I cannot be on
Yeah.
your side because I don't understand what you're saying. Because for me personally, as somebody who, even when I go abroad, I will pay whatever the price is. I'm not really somebody who does haggling. I find that whole culture really annoying. To be honest, I just don't like it. It makes me very uncomfortable. And to be fair, I have that mindset like if I was in the UK, I'd probably be paying more. So I'll pay the person, right? Whatever the price is. As long as it's not extortionate and just out of the like ridiculous, right? But if I'm coming to, let's say when I went to Uganda and we went to braid like our hair, if they hear our accent, right? and then they decide that something that is maybe 200,000 shilling for braiding, or 100,000 to braid, the minute they see us or they've heard our voice, they'll up the price to 500, 600K. That's wrong. I'm sorry. I don't mind if you put like maybe a little percentage on top, fine. But when you're over inflating and over bloating the price to that is, you are now extorting me, and that is illegal.
It is
Because
legal.
why are you sizing me up and making your assumption that, oh, this person has come from abroad, you're going to charge them quadruple what the price of the service should be? I think it's wrong. That's just my opinion. I think it's wrong. But if you
Yeah.
say, oh, okay, these people are coming from abroad, the price is normally 200K, let me add an extra on top, like 250. Okay, fine. It's not that bad, but 250, 200 normal price for average Ugandans, and then you charge somebody who's coming from abroad 600, 800. You yourself, if you walked into a store in the UK, just because you're coming with an American accent, and our shop assistant sizes you, oh, this person is from America, something that is £200, they start charging you with £1,000. Are you going to be saying, oh, we're all in the West, it doesn't matter, the price is whatever the price is? If I was in the US, I'll be paying $200. Now that I'm in the UK, I'll pay one. It's not right. I'm sorry. It's not right. There's adding a little bit on top, but overinflating your prices to an extortionate rate, I think is wrong. And
Exactly.
basically, that to me is just theft. What you're doing, broad daylight robbery. That's what it is, to be honest. And I think it's wrong, and it's actually what is it? Unethical, right? To be doing that, because you
Abby,
can't
if
be
you allow
charging
me, I have
different
a
people
pushback.
different prices just because you think that that person can afford it. Who are you to make that assumption?
Exactly. Mind you, a lot of people in diaspora are not even that rich. Like a lot of people
Exactly.
said, everybody's saving their coins to go home in Christmas time.
Of
Jackie said,
course.
Abby, make it make sense. You're complaining of Nigeria high cost, and you're not. I'm not complaining. I'm playing. I'm on a show. I'm talking about what Nigerians are talking about. I am one person
Abby,
that, if you know me, I talk about this all the time. Similar to what Cece just said. I'm not someone that is going. Cece, we even had a conversation about this. Pay people what they think they are worth. If it's too much for you, go somewhere else.
Exactly. I don't
I'm
mind
not
that at
saying
all.
that I say that if someone has come to tell you that this is what I think I'm worth, pay or go home. Number one. Number
Abby,
two,
I have a pushback.
Uncle Ben, 1 second. Yes, sir. Number two, this whole luxury, what you. I'm one person that you see when it comes to menial jobs, service providers in Nigeria, and one person that I'm sick of hearing them say they are charging 20K, 25K. So I'm the person. I've said this story on this platform before on the previous show, where there was a Nigerian woman that just moved to the UK, and obviously she was looking for cash in hand because she was struggling a little bit. This man was braiding hair. Sissy, I contacted this woman. I saw her on TikTok because my braider went traveled with her man. I contacted her desperately, right? I was going to Morocco. This woman told me £50. I said, what? I recognized that she just came to the UK from her profile, right? She came to my, I told her no problem. She came to my house. I gave her £150. I could not do it. I said,
Yeah.
you don't charge £50 in for braids. I know that you're a Nigerian woman and are struggling. You're just looking for money, small here and there. I cannot do it. I still gave her £150 because guess what? My brother is 250 anyway. I couldn't do it. I had to give her what I thought was fair and the average price in the UK.
Yeah.
And
It's
I will do
true.
that in Nigeria too. By the way, that's just how I behave as a human being. That's me. Uncle Ben, go ahead, sir. Uncle
Okay,
Ben.
okay, thank you. So my first pushback for Sissy is this. Sissy, you've been to Jamaica, you've been to Dubai, you've been everywhere because that's your
Why are you
job.
exposing my
You have
business?
no
What's your
you
problem?
have
Are
no
you
job.
my
You have no job than to be jumping after my brother here and there. You people doing a all over the
my
place.
your brother didn't come with me to Jamaica. So please, that was a girl's trip. What's your
You were
problem?
blowing my brother's money, Sissy. But here's the point. Here- Here's
These
what I want to say, right?
accusations.
No, it's a fact. Here's what I want to say.
Mm.
When have you ever taken a ride in Uber? If you've ever taken a ride in Uber, let's say Friday or Saturday night, you went out with your girls. I'll give you an example right here in Austin. Uh, Clubs in downtown, they usually close around 2 a.m. From 1:30, in fact, from 1 all the way to 3 a.m., there is something called surge prices.
Yeah.
A trip that you can take for $20, it can go all the way to like $120.
Mm-hmm.
If you wait, as soon as the club shut down, if you wait just an hour, that same trip you're gonna take it for like maybe $25. It's the same thing everywhere. It's called season business. These people in Nigeria that we're saying they are charging higher right now, many of them don't even make much money the entire year. But now that we have Detty December, that people are kind of flooding, everybody is coming to the country from all over the places. This is an opportunity for them to make money. If you go to Jamaica, it's the same thing. Here in the US, most of the resorts, their prices usually go up during summer. After summer, the prices come down. So why do we accept what they practice in Western world, but as soon as it comes to Africa, we have problem with that?
We're not accepting it
Don't
anywhere.
understand.
We don't want
Okay,
to accept
Uncle
it
Ben,
no
let,
more.
let me answer your
And
question.
again,
Uncle Ben,
and I also want to add
this
this Abby, real quick, please. Let me also add this real quick. You have a choice. Me for
was
one,
to walk home.
my friends, even my madam knows me. Anywhere I go, I always tell my people there's gonna be expensive restaurants, but at the same time, you got to look for mama. For those who are watching from Diaspora right now, Mama Put is cheap restaurant. So when I go to anywhere, the first thing I try to do is where is the cheap restaurants? If I go to New York, for instance, right now, or I go to anywhere in America, the first thing I start searching for is food trucks. Yes, I want to eat the hotel food. I want to do big boy. But as soon as I see that, oh, more this price, no, 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 no. I'm not Dangote. I'm just going to drink water and call whoever is with me. Let's go to corner. Let's go and chop cheap food, take away and come back. It's simple. If you go to Nigeria and in a particular place, their prices are like skyrocket, look for alternative. It's part of it. So for me, I don't think they are doing anything bad. It's
So
an
are you saying that your mama put people during Dirty December,
Okay,
their
I've been
prices
to
are
Mama
not,
Put.
they're not hiking their prices?
It's not too high. Mama Put are always Mama Put. Those of us from Lagos, we know
And you think,
Mama
and
Put.
with the logic that you just told us that those people are trying to recruit money, you're happy that you're going in that time when people are over bloating their prices, but you're
Always that
choosing to pay
underpaid
them,
somebody.
you're undercharging or paying less than what the market rate is for that period.
See, Nigeria is a capitalist economy. You got to weigh your pocket and make your choices.
Uncle Ben, can I ask you a question? It's not capitalist. Nigeria is classist. Forget capitalism. This
No,
thing,
I agree with you.
this
I
is
agree with you with the classic.
classism, nothing else.
We
Uncle Ben, can I ask
yes,
you a
Abby, we
question?
have that.
As
Yes,
somebody
ma'am.
that let me just tell you, I am an Uber addict. So answer this question truthfully, because I can answer the question back. What's the max surge that you're going to see on an Uber app during busy areas, during busy times, 4 a.m., the clubs are closing?
Abby,
What's the max surge?
Abby, right
Uncle
here.
Ben,
I
what's the
don't
max
wait
surge that
now. Let me explain
you
to
have?
you. The
Uncle Ben,
system you
don't
are used
explain,
to.
just answer the question.
Let me tell you now. The system you are used to is different from the system we are used to
Oh,
here.
Uncle Ben,
When I
don't
was
say what's the
wait
max
now, when I
surge?
was driving Uber, a trip that is just $9, $10 away can go as high as $70. It all depends on what you got going. We have a festival here in Austin. It's called what do we call it now? It just eluded me now. South by Southwest. Even artists from Nigeria all over the world they used to come. During South by Southwest, $10 trip can go as high as $100. So there is no maximum limit. It all depends on demand and supply. That's just what I'm saying, man. Thank you.
Uncle Ben, in America, with consumer laws, the surge that Uber
No, it doesn't
does
apply
is
to this. So
times 10.
please, those in America that are watching right now, please confirm what I'm
With
saying.
consumer
When it
laws,
comes to Uber, it
it
doesn't
goes times
apply.
10.
It doesn't apply. I'm telling you, it doesn't apply here. Seriously, my dear,
To
it's
be
your
fair,
choice to pay.
I don't use Uber if I can drive there, I'm driving.
Why are they discussing my
Okay.
So sorry, I want to read the comments quickly. Honey Baby said, "Good evening, sis." So I think this is Kene, right? Good evening. He says, "My problem is that the Detty December price increase. Not only Madam they chop sales girls still they pay gets paid 10K. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
that's true.
These are the issues. No, these
Yeah,
are the
that's
issues.
true.
And again, this is what we're talking about. Is a whole messy situation as well. Now everybody wants to have a club. Go and check every London American girl that has moved back to start a business in Nigeria. What did they start? Salon, nail bar, toe bar, eyebrow bar. Why? Because they know they can do this nonsense. What do you know what I mean? Everything now is geared towards Dirty December. Hi, honey babe. Good evening,
Hey,
sis.
honey, babe.
Hey, ladies. My son wants to deal with me, so so he didn't go to bed on time. He's got 2 more days before he finishes. Sorry, ladies. I've been listening in the background, and I think UB's not quite getting it. The whole point of the original, I mean, I could have missed stuff, but I remember, you can correct me, Abby, that the whole point of, I remember back in the day, everybody, all of us, regardless of the fact that, you know, you're born in the UK or America, if you were children of Nigerian immigrants, you would go back and spend Christmas in Nigeria. So the way my mindset is that we're not talking about people, Americans, or everyone has jumped onto the bandwagon that, oh, it's the raining thing to go to Nigeria in December. The way I understand it is for all of us Diasporians that are all over, you know, all over the world, i.e. Canada, you know, US, UK, and other places, we all go back to technically, quote unquote, our father's land. So I think the issue I have is that why would you now, just because it's got popular, and obviously it's not just Nigerians, well, children of Nigerian immigrants going back to Nigeria, you're now it's a case where you have to book a year in advance to even get reasonable tickets. Like if I want to go next year, if I want to go 2027, I have to start booking probably January, February. How does that make sense? Just because I or myself or anyone that are, you know, Nigerian descent want to go back to Nigeria for Christmas. So I think that's where the problem is. It's not like I'm going to, like, for instance, I'm going to a festival in like Brazil where I'm not a Brazilian native. It's the fact that all of us decide Christmas, because Nigeria is, you know, raining and, you know, fantastic in terms of compared to staying in London for Christmas. Everybody wants to go back home. So I think you're exploiting the fact that everybody wants to go back home. And for me, I went to Mexico. I will never go again. And you know the reason why? It was too goddamn expensive, because to me, the money that we paid was ridiculous. So when you're saying to me, hype up all the, when you're saying to me, sorry?
Where did you guys go? Tulum or where did you
We
guys
went, kill up west, Cynthia, I beg, where did we, I know you wasn't there, but I can't even remember where we went again.
Sissy.
I can't remember. Cece was, Cece, can you remember?
Cancun, girl. Hello.
That's it, man. That's how unmemorable it was.
That's because you guys had a bad planner.
Yeah, well, because you weren't, because yeah, the reason why is because you weren't there, Cece. You wasn't there, Cece. Yeah, that's it, Cancun.
Cancun or Tulum. That's basically.
Yeah, so let me just, in terms of, just want to give my experience. Personally, for me, yeah, I would never go again. And this is what happens when you hype up the prices. Now, obviously, Cancun and Mexico is geared towards the American market. I mean, it was ridiculous. Most of the time, they were forcing us to pay in dollars. I refused. You know, obviously, I work in an investment firm. So me, I was paying in local currency, which was much more cheaper. But what I'm trying to say to you is that, as the example of Mexico, which is very expensive because a lot of Americans go there. So obviously, you know, they're going to hype up the prices. For someone like me, I will go, but I will never go again. So when you're now saying hype up all the prices, be very much aware that there has to be quality. So if you're going to be hyping up all the prices, if we get to a stage where people are going to be it's going to be over expensive, and it's going to be a case where people say, I'm not coming to Nigeria, even though it's my fatherland or my parents' land, because it's too expensive and it's not geared to us as Nigerian, you know, children of Nigerian immigrants. It's for the Westerners that come, because I'm seeing all over social media, everybody's coming. It's a new thing. Oh, whether you're Black American, whether you're Caucasian, everyone's hearing about Detty December, and everybody wants to come to Nigeria for Christmas. So you're having a situation where your actual people, your actual Nigerian immigrants, etc., can't even afford to go home for Christmas. Make it make sense. So I think that's just my problem. I understand that it's good that we want to promote tourism, because Nigeria issues, we know that. And so it's great that we have this festival or whatever it is in Nigeria in December and capitalize on it. But you need to balance it with proportionality in terms of the amount of money you're going to make. And I think that when you are too greedy, you are going to cut your nose to spite your face, where it's going to get to a stage where even your own people don't want to even come back in December because the prices are unattainable. I mean, I'm hearing economy for God's sake. I'm 5'5" and I hate sitting in economy. Can you imagine someone that is taller than me or 6 foot? And you're now on a price. I'm just seeing, I've got the TV on my screen, but it's on low. I'm hearing CC telling me flights are 6K. Make it make sense. How the hell is an economy flight 6K? Because it's in December. It's ridiculous. So I think my problem is there has to be proportionality. Yes, I studied economics, so I do understand supply and demand. But my issue is there has to be some type of regulation, and there has to be some type of thing where we can't price it too high, because we don't want to overshoot ourselves. And it's a situation where even the actual Nigerians coming from wherever we come from don't even want to come to Nigeria for Dirty December. So what do you have? You have people that come to Nigeria that are not even Nigerians. So for me, we need to really weigh it up when we're saying that Uber, I'm making comparisons with Uber. And with Uber, I use Uber sometimes all the time if I don't have my car. And yes, it does fluctuate. It fluctuates based on demand. It doesn't fluctuate based on time. It's on demand. So if it's rush hour, like, rush or Saturday and Sunday, then obviously people are going to be, partying. So there's going to be demand, hence the prices go up. But I think we need to be very, very careful where we get to a stage and say that, yes, let's let the market rule. When the market rules, you're gonna overprice yourself and you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot.
Period. Yes, honey babe. Thank you very much. Kenny is saying my cousin is in UK, is going to Nigeria. Going to Nigeria, flew via Egypt.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Look at flight the one where they would not find
I will stay at home.
Egypt. Come on. What does that tell you? Egypt.
Because I'm sorry, I need to be comfortable. I'm not doing connecting flight, missing flight, catching. Because I'm annoyed. All those things.
Remember, UK people are very, very stingy. Very stingy people.
We're not stingy. I just want to. It's about working smart. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do to save a few £1,000. I'm just not gonna go.
No,
I'm not gonna go. I can't. Do you know?
I wouldn't go. Like I said, I wouldn't go.
I'm not flying to Uganda. Uganda doesn't have like its own airline. They've changed that now. So maybe 3 years ago, when I went with my kids, we had to go on Turkish Air. It was the most. I don't take connecting flights. It was the most stressful nonsense. And then that day was a day when it was the summer, when it was super, super hot in the UK. It was like that heat wave. So Heathrow had all these problems, like with I think they were on strike. So that was already a bad omen. We got to the airport. It was chaos. We got to where is it? And to Turkey. Was our suitcase there? Our connecting flight had gone and left us, because the flight was on the tarmac for like almost 3-4 hours in Heathrow. Oh my God, I was stressed. We got to the connecting flight. They put us in a hotel, which just irritated me. You don't have your stuff. Our suitcases had gone ahead of us. Luckily, I'm somebody that always packs in my hand luggage like extra clothes, pajamas, toiletries and stuff like that. My daughter, her bags were still left when we arrived in Kampala the following day. So this has now become a 48-hour journey. A 10-hour flight became now 48-hour trip, right? When we got to Kampala, my daughter's suitcase was missing.
Wow.
The suitcase had not even been put on to the flight from Heathrow. So I will never, ever do that crap again. So if somebody's telling me because they want to do Detty December, you're going to fly from London to Egypt, wait there for layover to fly, absolutely. I'll
It's
stay
not
at
worth
home.
it.
I'm staying at
No.
home. I'm not
it's
doing
not a
it.
bad idea if you do it, like go to Egypt for holiday first.
If you're going for holiday, fine, but I'm not going
You
to
now
be
go.
sitting doing a 23-hour flight to save
Yeah. Nigeria is
£1,000.
only
No.
6 hours, CC.
I saw a tweet where somebody said that somebody has been traveling for 3 days now because of the flights that it took. Anyway, I'm going to read
No
some.
way.
Kenny also says my limit is one connection, honestly. That Chucky is saying I don't do connecting flights. Those flight prices are ridiculous. Honestly, even that Egypt itself will still be £2,000. Let's not act like it's £500 because it's December. It will still be quite expensive.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
What else? Shopper helper is saying the flight fees are insane. I've experienced that 6,001 before. Lagos is a capitalist state. Period. Kenya is also saying there is no official festival in December in Nigeria. Well, I guess we can say the Echo Hotel concerts, back to back from the 20th to the 26th Echo Hotel concerts, where all the top artists headline, and or maybe that's what we can say is our concert. Besides the Afro Nations and the Afro Fest in Ghana, I guess. Sister Rose is saying worthless government that regulates nothing. Okay, this is personal gist. Instead of economy growing, it goes backwards. Exactly. People that are laughing at me and my mama puts, I eat mama puts, especially amala. Amala is sweeter. There's a place called Knock by Alara for those that are from Lagos, and they sell expensive amala. The amala is like 40,000 for amala. Meanwhile, if you go to mama puts, will you spend 5K? And enjoy amala with plenty meat. Knock will give you like 4 pieces of meat. And
Abby, as tiny as you are, please, where are you putting all this food?
40K amala for what?
Where are you putting all this food?
In my stomach. You want a day that I eat. I'm gonna eat proper amala from the streets. I'm not going to Knock by Lara.
That's funny.
Yes.
But you know,
I lived on a barracks. I'm a barrack babe. Of course I eat mama puts. What do you mean?
you know what I heard? I think I've been seeing it. I don't know if you saw it. That there was a lady. I don't know whether she's the minister for tourism. Have you mentioned this? That now the government wants to make it a global thing that come to Nigeria for Christmas. Have you heard that?
No, I don't think that's possible.
No, I saw it. I don't know. I saw it on YouTube. I don't know. She's got immaculate English. And none of these politicians were educated in the UK, definitely, because her English was immaculate. But I think she's the Minister of Tourism, and that's what you call it.
So how do you want to fight UK? Because UK now they'll be fighting for me as and their citizens. So how do you want to do the fight?
No, but what I'm saying to you is that she was talking about the government. I don't know. The government are going to be in collaboration with, I don't know, with this whole Dirty December concept, and basically are saying that they want to now advertise it as a tourist thing that comes to. Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Dubai did that one year.
They want to do the same. Yeah,
I say this all the time as someone who obviously knows a lot about social media. Every time you see influencers continue to go to one country, that's exactly what's going on. So you see how everybody has been to Qatar and Doha. That's exactly what's been going on.
Yeah, they want to do the same in Nigeria. I get it.
That period where everybody was going to Dubai, that's exactly what's going on. When they were doing Italy, Amalfi Coast and Emirates, that's exactly what was going on. Where there's a couple influencers and then the next thing, Emirates is doing this, all those things. That's exactly what's going on. You go on Instagram and you see that Dubai government is sponsoring posts.
Yeah, they want to do the same. Yeah, I think it's definitely a minister in tourism or whatever. I don't know if that's the right title, but she was saying that in collaboration with the Nigerian government, and I don't know. I don't know who for Detty December, there's a lot of companies that are, obviously getting into the whole Detty December. One of the names was saying that they are now in partnership with the Nigerian government to make Detty December a thing, very similar to how they were hyping up Dubai and other places. And I'm thinking that that's going to make it even worse for the average Nigerian that is, obviously not based in Nigeria, wanted to come home in December. You're saying 6,000 now. It's going to be 12 grand if the government is able to get away and decide to do this partnership and promote this Detty December. It's going to be out of the reach of the average Nigerian wants to go to, to Nigeria for Christmas. So I think we need to be very careful, because it can turn into something else where us Nigerians that are not based in Nigeria won't be able to afford to come home to do this Detty December.
Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next point, the next stage, and what I want to talk about. You need to listen to this video carefully, especially the end. Now, this person on the screen, his name is Bizo Oshikoya. Bizo Oshikoya is one of the top entertainment entrepreneurs. Party and all these parts, anything you see, top, whatever, right? Whether it's the top festivals or concerts, Bizo probably has a hand in it. He's been in the business for a long time. This is what Bizo Oshikoya is saying about Detty December. We're going to dissect it. Here we go.
Nigerian, there are days where you actually wish that you could that the rantings that you come online to make actually get to the right people. So we're in December, and December is a very interesting period in Nigeria. It's Detty December. Everyone is coming into Nigeria to, to celebrate, to party, to just enjoy what the culture is like, right? And I think that the government can do way better than they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what measures they're taking, but there are some key areas that I think that the government can do way better. How is it that when you land in Nigeria, they can pause all of those extortion at the airport. They can pause it. They can just gather themselves and have a meeting and say, see, guys, from December 1st to maybe January 2nd, don't extort anybody. Greet them well. Make sure that the airport is up and running. The toilets are good. Everywhere is smelling nice. Make sure they don't take lights. Speaking about extortion, number two, because I just experienced that one just now. Tell all the policemen on the road, no begging, no bros, happy weekend, none of that. Make sure that there are police on the road to ensure that there's law and order. That's all. No roadblocks, no blocking phase one, blocking roundabout, blocking all the exits, blocking everywhere just to collect money. We don't need it this December. We don't need it. You can resume later. How are people coming into Nigeria for the first time? Some people are English. Some people are coming in after a very long time, but their experience is the same thing. And you are saying that you want tourism to grow? Haba.
Uncle Ben, did you hear the end where he said pause it for now and resume afterwards?
Okay, Abby, do you want me to be honest?
Actually, wait, Uncle Ben, before you go, let me explain. So there's a discourse going on X, and Bizo has a big platform on X, right? He talks a lot about his work. Again, like I said, he's very popular. He's been in the game for a very long time. We all know him. Actually, I told him I was bringing his video here because he's my egbon. I have a relationship with him, and I already told him my annoyance with his video in private. And I told him when I finish, I'll send him the link. Now, here's the issue. The thing is that a lot of people in Nigeria are angry because Bizo makes money from this business. So obviously at this point, he's being selfish. He's selfish about the fact that this is something I make money from. So please make it seamless and easy for people because I make money. When they go, me too, I'm going back to America because I now live in America. Continue your bad ways. I mean, Egbon, is this what you're supposed to be preaching in today's Nigeria? Do you understand? No, that's not Ife's husband. He looks like Ife's husband. That's not Ife's husband. His name is Bizo Oshikoya, right? So, but yeah, he does look like Ife's husband.
So that's kind of my issue. My issue here is that there's people that live in Nigeria, the people that Lagos is their city, there are people that are going to continue. That clause was not necessary. It wasn't necessary. Uncle Ben, please go ahead and be honest, like you said.
What clause is that?
The
Where he said
clause
they should
of, should I
pause?
replay the video? The clause of pause it when Detty December finishes, continue to collect bribery as police, continue to block the roads as police, continue to take lights, at the airports and all of that stuff. All of the things I don't want you to do. Have a meeting, make sure that for Detty December, because of tourism, everything is nice. But after tourism, go back to normal. That's what he said. Should I replay the video?
No, don't worry, I heard it. But what if I tell you I actually agree with him?
Of course,
Yes.
you'll agree with him.
Uncle Ben, I don't know what's
How
going
does
on.
that make sense?
What's going on tonight, sir?
What's going on?
Uncle Ben, you do
What
Uncle Ben, you do police school round table, and this is what you're saying.
I
You are
trust you,
funny,
Uncle Ben. Explain
actually,
yourself.
I agree with him. You see, everything is packaging. I'll give you an example. When you were in Nigeria, before you come over to UK or US, what were your impression of those countries? Are you not thought the countries were paradise? Are you not thought that, oh, once I enter this country, my life is gonna be easy? I'm just gonna be chilling, work is easy, everything is just fun. That's the feeling we all have, right? But why is it so? Is it not because of what they show to us on TVs, in their movies?
Ruby, what are you
Is it
really,
not?
what are you talking about?
No, honey babe. No, this is Abby's show. I'm just contributing my own part here.
Okay.
So everybody kind of like buy into the dream that America is the best, UK is the best, they are fantastic. Until you start living in this country, before you get to see the rot in some of the areas in the country. Now, when you come into this country, where is your first point of contact? Is it not the airport? Are the airport not looking so beautiful, so nice? And as soon as you get into the country and you move to some areas of the country, you started seeing beggars, seeing homeless people, seeing people who can rob you. Then you start learning that there are some areas you shouldn't go, and there are some areas that is safe. So what the guy is saying is that we got visitors coming to Nigeria. These people shouldn't be seeing our dirty neatness all over the place. They shouldn't be seeing our rot from the moment they get into the country. So if you guys can stop all of this, at least these people will go back and then they can begin to say, oh, Nigeria is great. Nigeria is fantastic. So that's the point I make. And that's why I said I agree with him. It's time we begin to package Nigeria. The government is not doing a good PR. Every country package themselves. Nigeria is not packaging itself. And as soon as Nigeria call it out, the government will come after you. You are demarketing Nigeria. You are demarketing Nigeria. So I agree with the guy, honestly. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Ben. So, like I said, I had a conversation with him yesterday, just random, because I replied this when it was shared on Instagram. I replied it, and Kene, you're saying that he's joking. He wasn't joking. He meant what he said, just like how Uncle Ben explains exactly how he explained it. And I agree to some extent. I know what they mean. But I think that because of the current state of Nigeria, that's what I always say. When you have a platform, you need to be careful about the things that you say. It's not that you're not right. There are things, I always say this, there are things meant for group chats. Everybody has one or two group chats, whether it's secondary school, whether it's your girlfriends, whether it's everybody has group chats. There's some things that need to really stay in your group chats, that need to stay amongst your friends. When I was having this conversation with my girls about Detty December and how a lot of us, is looking like next year we're going to Dubai instead, we're joking about it. There's no real reason to come out to say that, especially because I'm from Lagos. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I think that was my point, where busy with someone that is being looked up to, especially because of the industry, is one of the OGs in the industry. There's some things that would never land well because of who he is. And then why do you really need to use your platform to say that? That's my issue. And that's what I said, right? He's not a first husband.
I'm sorry, Abby. You are not supposed to have issues with him. This is the real problem we have in Nigeria. We've had this security in Nigeria for the longest. We've spoken, we've shouted, we've posted video. The government did nothing about it until Donald Trump said something about it, and all of a sudden, everybody is on their feet. We that we have platform, we are the one who are supposed to call this bullshit out. So Abby, I agree with the guy, and thank you for having me.
Where are you going? What are you saying, yeah? Missy is not being sarcastic. I had a conversation with him about it yesterday. Uncle Ben is the same. They share the same mindsets now. The same thing Uncle Ben is saying is the same thing that this man is saying. He knows what he said. Again, I'm just saying that I have a different thought process about having a platform and how you present certain things. Nigeria is in shambles because of this mentality of, and like I said it earlier, when I don't know how many people were here during my intro, I said Nigeria has never had an issue with inventing things. We're very smart people. They never had an issue with starting good things. We're very, very innovative. The issue that we have is maintenance. We can never maintain anything or keep things going. And like I said, if you go to Nigeria a lot, if you go to a new hotel today, a new bar, a new restaurant today, go back in a year. The next December, go back, you're going to see an issue, whether it's with customer service or whatever, because we have an issue with maintenance, right? It's very easy. Nigerians have money. Before you know, wanting, you will put millions into a business. Are you going to maintain the business? That is the issue. So that's the issue. Cece, do you have anything to add?
No, I don't. But I get what he's saying, but like you said, I feel like it's coming for more. I don't feel like, it's about the packaging as much. It's more so that it's gonna affect his bottom line.
His business.
You know, that's just what it is. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I think as well. He knows what he's doing. This is his business. He needs it. And then, at what point are you going to be selfless, Uncle Ben? Uncle Ben unmuted.
So Sisi, the guy shouldn't he shouldn't protect his butter and bread. Is that what you are saying now?
I'm not saying that, but don't come out and make it that it's because you care so much about the way that Nigeria looks. That's part of the charm, isn't it? People love that. If you come to Lagos, that's the first thing that I hear. That is like, you know that you're in Lagos when you hear the hustle and bustle, the commotion, the being extorted. That is part and parcel of what it is to land in Lagos, right? So if anything, that is part of the culture and the charm. Okay, so if you take that away, what do you really have? Okay, so him saying and making it like, oh, he's really concerned about all these extortion that's happening. No, you should be concerned about it happening, period. Irrespective of if it's Dirty December, it shouldn't be happening at all. But that's not your concern. Your concern is when it's going to affect his bottom line, which is the periods where he probably is making the most money. And obviously, if there's roadblocks, people are not going to be getting to parties on time. People are not going to be filling out clubs. People are not going to be making events on time. So it's affecting him. So that's what you're more concerned about. The rest of the other stuff is just, you're just making noise just for the sake of making noise. But that's not really what is bothering you. You're bothered because those things are going to stop you making money during that period. That's just what it is.
Exactly. Honey, babe, do you have anything to add briefly, please, before we move on to the next?
I think I definitely agree with what Cece's saying. Would he have this energy if it wasn't Dirty December? Has he ever said something about we need to do something about our airport? We need to do something about the police. We need to do something about security. Has he ever said that apart from what he said now, which is related to his bottom line and his business and his Dirty December? So I think my problem is, will he have the same energy if it was February, March and April? I doubt it. So I think the issue for me is that this is, I feel like I keep repeating myself. This is the mindset of Nigerians where it's all about self. You're speaking out because of the industry that you're in, the business that you're in, and how it affects your bottom line. And I think that it's kind of frustrating that it's all about self. We're not united as a people. We should be talking about this, 12 months of the year, not just because it's Dirty December. So I think the problem that I have with this is misplaced, tourism. When it came to Dubai, like I said, they built a whole desert and then they decided to market Dubai. That's why everyone goes to Dubai. How are you promoting Nigeria when it is a mess? There's no running water. There's no constant electricity, yet you want to talk about tourism. Make it make sense. So I think there's a whole issue in terms of Nigeria before we start talking about tourism. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So Kene is saying what he addressed is not Dirty December specifically, actually more about the country image. Most Nigerians that go home in December is not for Dirty December, but Christmas with family. Kene, there was a discourse. Sorry, there was a discourse that he was replying to be fair. So I don't feel like we need to make excuses. There was a discourse on ground and he was replying to it. So we know exactly what it was. And it's okay. That's his business. That's his bread and butter. It is what it is. Like I said, I understand both sides, but it's still selfish because we can't be crying about the issue and then saying things like this, especially when you're a leader of an industry or you're seen as a leader of an industry, pretty much. Anyway, I want to post something as well. So this is another guy. This guy is OC Suave. OC Suave is also one of those people as well. And he's in the entertainment space. He does a lot of these parties. He's been doing it for ages. And he said this will officially be the last Dirty December because we have collectively used our greed to ruin something that was fun and organic. I used to do December concerts as far back as 2018, 2019, 2021. This year, I'm sat out because costs have tripled and people aren't buying tickets enough to cover the cost of these shows. Everyone wants to open a lounge or a club. Everyone is renting properties at high prices with the goal to cash out in December. Everyone now has a business geared towards Dirty December. Congrats to everyone involved. That is what OC said. Now, this same OC is also a leader in that industry. This man, a week before he posted this thing, this is what he posted. He posted his car rental, whatever, business, and he said, I have these 2023 Cadillac Escalades for daily hire. Airport pickups 180K, 12-hour rental 650K, 24-hour rental 850K. Comes with fuel and a driver. Kindly RT, that's kindly retweet. My customer may be on your timeline. So people started calling him out saying, bro, why are you shouting now? You're part of this business. Do you understand? You're part of the business of people that extort people just because it's December. Because we know the prices of rental and you have tripled the price. What do you mean airport pickup? How much is airport? Do you understand? Okay, it's a more luxury car. What happens if it is now a 2025 car or a Bentley or Lamborghini or any of these cars? So again, this is what I'm saying. The same thing, the same pattern of, which is very typical of Nigerians. I'm okay with something until it affects me. Happens all the time. You're not interested because it does not affect you. And now he has realized that his ticket is not selling. He now came out to talk after just 1 week of providing an overpriced service in another industry. So this is one thing about Nigerians. They are going to pretend like something is not going bad because it doesn't affect them. And I said this before, there's certain topics that I don't speak on because there's no way my privilege will not come through. So I just avoid them. Sometimes you don't understand what you don't understand. Keep it moving. You must not talk. You must not talk because OC did not have to come and write this thing. He did not need to. He could have lived in his privilege. He's made money. Of course, he's one of the big boys of Lagos, and just kept it moving. But no, he wanted to feel among. And then what? These are the issues. Anyway, this is just like a brief video that I saw, and I just found it funny.
I've been in Nigeria for 2 days, and these are the names they have called me for me to find them something. Chairman, Odogu, Senior Man, Boss, Master, Oga, Legend, Big Bro, Alpha, King, Oga Yellow, Fine Boy, Uibo, and the last one, Son of Man. I don't know what that means. What do you mean, Son of Man? If you know what that means, guys, update me. But this is just 2 days. I will update you guys if there's any other name that comes up that I didn't put in this list. 2 days.
I just found that so funny because Nigerian police, they will call you everything in this world. Princess, African queen, just to get money off you, and all of the bouncers and them lot. Son of man, Kene is saying Ghana has taken the business from Nigeria. This is actually one of my biggest fear. Have you also noticed that Nigerians are started going to Cape Town? Have you noticed that all of the Nigerian destination weddings are in Cape Town now?
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I'm just realizing that that's the next destination. And why? Cape Town of all places. Imagine them taking Detty December from us. Ew, I don't like South Africans because they don't like Nigerians. Sorry, I don't even care. I've said it on here. So yeah, it's what it is. Chucky is saying I have a car and a driver in Lagos. It cost me 30K to pick me up and where I want to go, 180K to pick my black my black ass up. That's what they're saying. No, that's what they're saying. So this is what we're saying. Everybody is part of the whatever. So anyway, the next part that I want to cover quickly. I'm just going to put a break. Thank you. I just want to cover the toxicity, which is there's a lot of competition between the I just got backs and the we just day here, right? We just day here. Sissy, why are you laughing? Is it because of my comment on the essay? They should come. They should come.
They'll beat
I
you
don't.
up.
They should come. I don't like. See, I've cancelled my trip. My trip to South Africa twice. I said no, these people, I'm not giving you my money for now. I cannot give you my money until you guys change your ways. They should. I'm sick of their
And my piano
xenophobia.
massive will deal with you.
I'm sick
Won't
of
be
their
coming.
xenophobia, and it will pay me if they are the ones that snatch this Detty December away from Nigeria. It will pay me. So the Nigerians, you guys better sit up before they snatch it, because every day now, do you know that I've seen a lot of people post that they are in Cape Town at the moment. So they've done pre Detty December in Lagos and now in Cape Town. I'm like, what's going on? So it's looking like Cape Town is a new destination. No, I beg.
Yeah.
Nigeria, you people should help us. Help us. Let them not take it. I don't mind if Ghana takes it. I don't mind if Benin Republic takes it. I don't mind if Cameroon takes it. But you see, South Africa, they cannot take it. Please.
Abby, why now? As
Please,
long as it's
because
only
they're
African
xenophobic,
countries, do we
very,
care?
very silly for the most part.
Yeah, but again, this is what happens when you're not an organized country. There's so many things to worry about than bloody dirty December, as far as I'm concerned. There's bigger fish to fry.
But honey, but let me tell you something. Anytime Oyibo person asks me about Lagos, I tell them, I'm not going to lie. In my opinion, you shouldn't go to Lagos except you have friends there. But when they tell me no tourists, I tell them, there's no tourists in Bali, we have nightlife to offer. That one, let's hold on.
Let's hold on to that. Yeah, I agree.
Whiskey, Rema, and the small one. Let's manage it. Let's hold on to smoky jollof rice, because at least that one gives us small happiness. Let's hold on to Africa.
Yeah, let's at least be when it comes to parties, let's hold on to that prize. Yeah.
Maybe just the small ones. And that one, so it's one of my white colleagues, and he was and I told him, well, we have some footballers, Bukayo, these people, they're originally Nigerian. Because I was what I was scrambling for. I'm trying to give him something to work with. Something to work with. So please, let's just manage our jollof rice, our Afrobeats, and our Detty December for now.
Okay, no problem.
And like I said, Ghana can collect it too. In fact, Ghana, they already do it anyway. Most people go to Ghana first before they go to Nigeria, pre-December. But you see, South Africa, they cannot collect it from us. They cannot.
You know what's funny? I can't pronounce her name, but one lady in the comments said that the issue is that if SA, as in South Africa, take it, is because they have proper planning and infrastructure. This is the issue. Because, like you said, no maintenance. This is what happens. Because we can make it into a massive thing, but because of greediness and not forward planning, the pricing, the events, the stadiums, these are the things that we need to do. But now everything is, let's make a quick buck, which is what people are doing. And they're going to spoil it for everyone. And then you end up having a situation where maybe South Africa will take it.
No. Kene, honey, baby, this is fast and pray. Is not, no. World-class concerts. I reject it. Echo Hotel will continue to host concerts there. I reject
Okay.
To pay me. I can't like to pay me. So he's saying the funny thing is SA will take it and Nigerians will carry themselves there. Hi!
They would. That's what they would do.
Me now, myself, I'll be going to South Africa too. No. Actually, it's saying competition among the IJGB and WJDH women, especially lifestyle weeks, blah blah. Yeah, that's the next CEO. Me that I did break to go to that topic. I'm talking something else. Oh yeah, let's go so we can go to sleep. Now this is the next Who is this? Okay, cool.
Well, but I'm saying they wearing designer head to toe. Not saying that that's dressing well, but I'm saying
These are real though.
it's. I mean, the girls that got it, they got it.
True.
The ones that don't. I mean, you can always tell.
True.
Lagos girlies dress better than London girlies specifically.
No, I do think Lagos girls dress better than. I tell you why, because they have accent. Hairs always on point. Makeup artists. I just feel like even the beauty industries are better. Not well, they will fight me. Well, the beauty industries are better over there. I think
Even
like
the beauty industry is better in Lagos.
I think the hair, makeup, but then I feel like with Lagos girls as well, they like everything is an occasion. You see how UK girls will just like maybe throw on a trackie or something, just. In Nigeria, everything is even their best friend's wedding or best friend's birthday. They want to outshine their best friend.
Let's not even talking about just that. Even just going to the shop.
I'm telling you, Nigerian girls, they have to. You see them. They want to go to Sainsbury's. They'll carry Birkin. They'll dress. Like, do you get?
Yeah.
So, no London girl is doing that. Like, it's a very clear difference. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, Lagos girls
It's
just
too
want
cold.
to always.
Nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time for that, baby. But I feel like Nigerian girls is everything is a reason. Like, it's a
Kenny, let's manage a quota for now. Please help us and manage it. You cannot go to SA. Which cheap tailors? You don't know what's going on in Lagos.
Not anymore. They're
You don't know what's going on in
expensive.
Lagos. If you see tailor 250K, it's by connection. It's by divine intervention. If you see 250K, is which cheap? There's nothing that's cheap. Even gele that when I was growing up, it used to be like 3K to tie your gele, 2K to tie your gele. Now gele minimum 20K to tie. They play. There's nothing like that though at all. Even all of the videographers and photographers, they're all hustling at events. They'll go to the hotels trying to get people. The event centers trying to get people to take pictures. Everything. That's what we're saying. We're talking about the same thing about how it's become a toxic cycle. It's become an issue because Detty December, not Detty December, those things are overpriced. People now think that at the end of the day, everything is hedged by the dollar as well. So people are openly saying that, oh, the Chioma dress, $250. The which name will I use now? The Adebisi top, lace top, $500, because they are trying to hedge everything on the dollar because the naira is not stable. So we
don't. Sorry, Abby. So you're saying to me that you go to Nigeria and you don't even spend your own currency?
You
really?
You spend in naira and a budget. Which they will charge you with dollar rates. It's too show. They know because again, this is another issue for saying as well. If you think about it now, if IJGB like me goes from London to Nigeria to go open a shop, you think what? I'll start struggling with naira. I mean, I'm not even mad at it in the sense that I don't blame them because of how unstable the naira is. Everybody now, I know people that earn in naira that are going to change their money ASAP so they can put it in their dollar accounts as savings and save in dollars instead. That's how messed up that country is. So
I know
paying for Chioma dress $250 or whatever, then it is what it is. Thank you, Auntie Oyin. Thank you for coming. Exactly. Oyin saying, I'm in Nigeria now. I remember. I hope you're enjoying. She says you're pretty much spending dollar equivalents. Yes, absolutely. And if you use any of these travel cards that are doing the conversion for you on the go, it will be adding up. And that's why I'm saying that if you think, it's very funny when I see IJGB saying stuff like, oh, I can't wait to go and spend my dollar, my pounds. Your dollar, your pounds, no, they reach, my bro.
It won't reach.
Your dollar, your pounds don't reach. Don't stretch no more. So if you know, and that's why nowadays, even the Nigerian girls, they don't want you lot. They don't want you lot. They want the guys that are living in Nigeria because actually they have the money and are the ones that are actually balling. Because your pound and your dollar does not stretch any longer. So where do we go from here? Because everything is about the same price. It's about the same price. So the Nigerian guy is balling in naira. He's balling for real. He's balling for real. You know. So whenever I see, because a lot of UK boys do that, they make all those stupid videos saying that they're taking their pounds to Nigeria to spend, brother. You know,
they're using their credit card. What are you talking about? When they get back, they have to pay that credit card off. Please.
And also, do you know what's mad about this thing is that this same Bizo Shikoya called out somebody last year because the person basically charged back on one of his events, something like $700.
Wow.
And then a lot of other vendors and service providers said to complain that a lot of the IJGBs, they finished enjoying ordering a zoo. Who ordered a zoo? They ordered. When they finished, they came back home and they did the charge back with their banks. And unfortunately for them, I don't know if people even know how chargeback works, because obviously the bank needs to inform the person who is charging back, and this is how they are opening their appeal, etc. So the vendors can see and can call you out for the chargeback. And Bizu said because of professionalism, he's not going to call anybody's name. But in case you see this tweet, I know what you're doing. And obviously, we have evidence, so you're not going to win. So imagine going to Nigeria to spend money that you don't have.
Mhm.
You don't have January rent, you don't have February rent, and you're coming back to charge back. Do you know what I
But
mean?
the,
It's crazy.
but the thing is, Abby, it's very simple, yeah. If you can't afford to be, to go to Nigeria, don't go. If it's the same, you go into Nigeria and it is. I went in 2018. Oh my God. I was there for 2 weeks. It was party galore, but I spent money. I was there with my cousin and a whole bunch of us. It was fantastic. It's 2025. I've not been since. You know why? Because I ain't got the money, because my priority is other things. So it's very simple. If you can't afford the things in Nigeria, don't go. Why would you use your credit card or use your debit card and then you now come to back home and then you now lie to your credit card and say that you don't recognize the transaction because you have to say something in order to get the charge back? I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. If you can't afford it, just don't go. Live within your means.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, so basically I'm going to, is this the right video? No, this is the right video. I'm going to talk about
Nigeria.
So we're talking about the toxicity, IJGBs versus WJDH. Again, IJGBs I just got back. WJDH is we just day here, which is a newer word that has been coined for those that live there. So of course the first video we played was about competition, and there's this whole thing that Nigerian girls are not friendly, and Nigerian girls are saying no. Hi, cool mama. Good evening, sis. Hope you're well. Long time. And then in London babes are saying, no, it's the Nigerian girls. I've never heard much about American girls are not in these conversations, to be honest. It's UK babes and Nigerian babes. And then UK babes are like, no, it's Nigerian girls that are not that are not friendly. My own opinion.
Tell us,
My
Abby.
opinion as someone that has balance of both. Hey, where do I start without offending people? My own opinion is that, okay, a couple of things. I think that the British accent and intonation, for the most part, especially London, comes across as aggressive and very straightforward most of the time. So it's almost like, I'll give you an example. It's almost like Yoruba language as well, or certain languages in general. If you hear someone speak and you don't know the language, or you don't know, how they say Nigerians speak, and if you're not used to it, you can be scared, or you may actually end up being a bit shocked. Again, that's the same thing. So I think what happens is that there's that as well, where generally a lot of UK babes are very like direct, not on purpose, but I think the accent doesn't help. It tends to come across as a bit rude in so many situations. So if you're not someone that is soft spoken or whatever, that's how it will land. One. Now, secondly, the major issue here is that, sorry, I want to just put something up. The second issue now is that we're not just dealing with UK girls, we're dealing with Nigerian, British Nigerian, right? And then, so you're still Nigerian. So I think, again, there's that main character syndrome that every Nigerian is born with. We talk about it all the time. It's the reason why Ghanaians have a problem with us. The reason why other African countries have a problem with us. There's that, it's like a superiority complex that we're born with, where everybody is the main character. Everybody. So now you're dealing with girls that have come from the UK with accents, and to them they're like, I'm exotic because I have accents, right? So clearly, I'm more, what's the word? I'm more sought after because, there's that plus the Nigerian superiority complex. Do you understand? And Nigerian girls are like, we run this town. This is my city. How dare you? Do you understand? Exactly. So I think there's that main character syndrome. Everybody's the main character. Everybody, that's what I think is going on here. Because when I think about it from both sides of the coin, I've had issues with UK girls. In fact, especially vendors and service providers in the UK. I'm like, you mad? I'm not even joking. 8 out of 9 times, I'm like, and that's another reason why besides the fact that I'm pro-Nigerian, I would look for a Nigerian woman to do my stuff for me first before anything else. That's just me and the way I move with everything. Even at work, when I had to pick my intern, I looked for the Nigerian because for me, why not? So there's that. But I've just noticed that I don't know what it is. And if you go on TikTok, everywhere, you will see that it's the same thing. It's not even UK, London babes in the service industry is by the grace of God. That's just my experience, right? So I think that everybody is just the main character. Everybody feels superior. Me, I came with accent. So excuse me, who are you talking to? Lagos girls are like, have you seen my hair? Have you seen this? Have you seen that? That's my opinion. I'm going to read some comments before I go to the panelists. Samara is saying it's an inferiority complex. They are trying to mask with ego. Sissy saying Birmingham and Manchester girls are way more friendly. Absolutely. I remember when my auntie did her GP training in a place called Chesterfield up north. And that was the first time because at this point, maybe I was like 3 years or maybe 2 years in the UK. And that was the first time where I heard someone just say, oh, hi, darling. Hi, Ducky. They used to say Ducky there. Hi, Ducky. I said, we're not nice for this country because I come from London. Where I'm like, what happened? Are we fighting? What is going on? Where is everybody rushing to? And then she's saying it's a London girl thing, not UK. I'm a Londoner, so I hear this all the time.
It is a
Yeah,
London. It is a
that's what I'm saying.
London thing.
Because I don't know
It's definitely a
anywhere
London thing.
else. I don't feel like my uni experience in Guildford really counts because Guildford is not far from London anyway, so it's the same
Did you
experience.
go to uni? You went to outside London, didn't you?
So my undergrad was at Surrey and my postgrad was in UCL. Was at UCL. Was in London.
Yeah, because I went to Goldsmith, so I was born in London. So I definitely agree with what you said. And obviously, me going to Nigeria, obviously I'm the only one that was born out of all my cousins, and I see there's competition between us. I don't know why, and it's always this mindset, oh, Honey Babe was born in the UK and that type of thing. So I get what you're saying, Abby, and I do see it, but I choose not to engage. I just look and I just laugh because I don't feel I need to be in competition with you. But I do agree, there's this kind of like, there's this warfare between us as UK babes and the ones that have been left there. And I don't see why we should be fighting because for us, we're all Nigerians. It's just that we will happen to be based somewhere else. But I definitely see, I think for me, it's I don't know, what you just, like you said, it's thinking that you're inferior. You don't need to think that you're inferior just because I'm based in the UK. It's just a situation where you happen to be born somewhere else. I see it all the time, especially going to Nigeria, especially when I went in 2018. But I choose not to engage with it. If you don't want to speak to me because of my accent, or you think that I'm somehow because I was, I have an accent, then that's you. And I don't take offense because I just choose not to engage with it. But it's really sad that we're fighting. We're all Nigerians.
Absolutely. But like I said, I get it. Cece, do you have anything to add?
Not on the Nigerian and whatever, because I can't relate. I've not
You
been.
can't relate,
But
yeah.
but I
But the
hear it a
London
lot.
side of
I
things,
hear
like
it a
London
lot.
girls being rude and
CC, you
I
don't
hear
have
it a
to
lot.
talk. Can you hear me, Abby?
Yes, I
Uncle
can
Ben, why
hear
using
Uncle
my
Ben.
picture, Uncle Ben? For every time you use my picture mistakenly, $100 into Brabora, Kini.
Blood of
I
my
swear we're
father.
already paying for Uncle Ben with all his fines. He's already paid for this trip.
At this point, he's sponsoring the
Ah,
trip straight up.
I don't think anybody need to gather money again. Abby she has collected everything from me already. Jesus. Anyway, Sissy,
Yes.
before I drop my take, you can't say anything about Nigeria. Talk about the aggressiveness in your accent. I mean, you Londoners, you people are always fighting
Aggressive
in your
accent,
spirit and in your
as
accent.
sweet as I am.
It's probably because you don't understand what we're saying. Because I
Sissy
speak
is
very
an
fast. And
extension because of she's very soft spoken. That's why I said if you're not soft spoken, if a
yeah, they
London
see you as
girl
yeah,
starts speaking
yeah.
like this, we wondering what's happened. Are we fighting? That's why I say you see service providers. Sissy, they've shown me shaky.
Uh-uh.
London, all this week installation, all these things. The London babes have shown me shaky. The way you be rude on top of my own money.
No, it's true, but I think it's like when it comes to London, I don't know what it is because I hear this a lot. Obviously, I'm a Londoner, and people say that all the time. London is bad vibes. Okay, I don't know where, so I make a conscious effort to smile. But if you travel within central London, you move around London, you know that people are just grinchy. Grinchy behavior is the name of the game. Attitude is the name of the game. Resting bitch face I don't know why. Because even when I went up, like I went to the Midlands for this new job of mine, you could tell, like when you see other people, they're like, "Oh, hello, darling, good morning." The only time you'll get a friendly response in London is during summer. That is the only time people will stop and say, "Good morning, darling. How are you? Have a nice day." People will smile.
It's a nice day.
Any other day, you're not getting anything from anybody. So people say that a lot, like London girls, like they can be mean, they can be standoffish. I don't know what it is. I don't know why we get that rap. I don't know if
We're
I
nice
don't think it's
people.
even colder down here. I just think I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's the rat
Only they
race.
believe me that I live here. You people are
Yeah.
not nice people, no vex. Uncle Ben, your take. You people are not nice people. It's only both of you and anybody else on this platform that is nice. Everybody else. Okay, I have couple friends. The rest.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
Who
why.
even
I don't
like
know. I think
people in the UK going
Because
out?
even Birmingham girls, when they come, they're like, "Oh my god, like London girls are just so mean." You know, like Birmingham, because I feel like I don't know what it is, because I get it, because like when you meet somebody who's from Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds,
they're
they're just so
friendly.
excited, they're so happy,
Yeah.
and you're just like, okay, why?
And also,
I
Like,
mean,
why are you happy? What is making you happy? Yet Leeds and Manchester, all those places are even colder than London, so it's not like
yeah.
it's colder here. But they're just, I don't know, it's just the way they are. They're more of like a community. But here,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like everybody's like facing the hustle. People are just, on their grind or whatever,
angry.
that rat race culture. There's no time for niceties. Money have to make.
Maybe.
Maybe. But yeah.
Okay, Ben, which take do you have? Are you from London?
He's from London now.
Because you said you had you wanted to say something.
He wanted to say something about London girls. Does he even know the difference between Essex and London? No, I don't know.
Okay, Ben is not here.
He's not.
Okay, let me read these comments that I found. Very funny. Well, not funny. One of them is somebody said London girls don't have to try as hard because we're not relying on a man to fund.
Oh dear.
Damn.
Because we're not relying on a man to fund our lifestyle. We have
my
options. In Lagos, many women depend on male financial support, which is why there's often more pressure to attract wealthy men. Most Lagos girls do not have the same financial opportunities we are afforded in London. I need Uncle Ben to talk on this matter.
Shocking. Essex girls, we're fine.
He's busy, no
Leave
problem.
Essex girls.
Let me read the next one. By the way, when Nigerians are speaking about London, they are not talking about London. They're talking about the whole of the UK. Black girls, Nigerian, British Nigerian. That's it. They don't know if it's London, Essex, Manchester. They don't care. This person also says Lagos babes have more access to looking good daily. Not so much for us over here. We have to plan beauty appointments months in advance. UK life is also structured by work and other money-grabbing commitments. So the energy to be on 100 won't be there. But what do I know? This debate is nuanced. Hey, this last person now says, Very true. I make friends everywhere in the world but Lagos. This is not the Lagos I grew up in. This Lagos, only married men are friendly. Facts!
Bam, bam, bam. No cap. She not
100%.
lie. She not lie. She not lie.
When I saw this, I say, these people are not playing. Okay, so let's go back and address the very first one, which is why is my watch doing this one? Which is London girls don't have to try as hard because we're not relying on a man to fund our lifestyle. We have options. In Lagos, many women depend on male financial support, which is why there's often more pressure to attract wealthy men. Most Lagos girls do not have the same financial opportunities we are afforded in London. Hey, more. Sissy, do you have wait? I need to gather my thoughts because this person, you know why I need to gather my thoughts? Because this person is not lying.
Yeah, they're not lying.
This person is not lying, but at the same time, obviously, there's that generalization there. But the person is not lying. Here's the thing, though. I think that just the same way we try to convince Uncle Ben all the time that it's not always about men. What this person is missing, that outside of attracting wealthy men, there is actually very unhealthy competition amongst girls in Lagos. Period. And in fact, it's the same thing in London. I find that all you need to do in Lagos is have a nice bag. And we talk about this. I spoke about this with my friend yesterday. It was very funny where you have to have the Hermes Oran sandals, one of those loose dresses, and then to be fair, any bag would go. One man went to me and says, "Sisi for president, sir. One day on
My
my
fan.
show, I'm going to block you, sir. Because this is not Sisi show. When you sit down and say, come for Sisi,
One moment to
one
know. Good
day,
evening, sir. My number
one
one
day you will
fan.
discover that you can no longer type, sir. Thank you very much for this super chat.
See my hater. I'll be my hater.
He will not even say, "Una well done" or "good evening." Just bam, Sisi. Enough reason to be upset. At least greet the rest of us. We are human beings.
Oh God,
Am
that's
I
giving me headache.
you know?
One moment,
Anyway,
Mo. Please
thank you
greet my
very
Abby for
much
me
for that.
before she block you.
Anyway, so I think that it also doesn't take a lot in Nigeria to be put together, like that person said. You can, like Uncle Ben said, if you have 250K to go to all those nice salons to do your braids, go for it. But if you don't and you really want to be humble, you can enter markets and do your braids for 20K too. Do you understand? So I think we have more options as well. And then even this thing, another thing about this Peckham, whatever, if you go to Peckham to braid your hair, for instance, you're probably going to be there all day because do you understand? Most of the Peckham aunties, they will tell you to wait, they will feed their child, they'll talk over you, they will eat amala, in comparison to going to somewhere. So sometimes, a lot of times, you can't even afford, can you really afford 6 hours in the UK on a Saturday when you have other things to do? Maybe not. So I think it's very different in Nigeria as well, where when I was growing up, it was the ladies under Lagos Ikeja Bridge that used to come and do our hair. I don't know if anybody in the chat can talk about that. It was under the bridge. There used to be lots of braiders there. They will come to your house to do your hair, and 4 of them will come. Your braids will be done in 3 hours because there's 4 people in your hair. And at the end of the day, you will not pay more up to that £100 anyway, or whatever conversion. So, did you have anything to say on this matter?
No, I agree. I think it's just I mean, you can look good in Nigeria because obviously you don't have to do that much, right? It's so easy. But looking, me and my daughter were actually just having this conversation. She's like, "Oh, mom, I think I need to make more effort to do my maintenance. Like, I'm really gonna try and be going to do it regularly. But where's the energy to go sit down, do nails, wait to the nail salon? How long? Or if you have all these comfort that come to you all the time, like you can in Africa or whatever, life is easy. Why wouldn't you look good?" It's even a crime not to look good because it's so accessible, right? But when you're working Monday to Friday, you only have the weekend. My daughter was always like, "Oh, you only have 48 hours to rest." The weekend is only 48 hours.
No,
If you
it's
go
true.
gym, if you go shopping, if you do this, that's gone down to 16 hours for the rest of the day. I'm like, if you look at it like that, that's so depressing, right? But it's true. And then the time that you want to rest, you're sitting inside. The thing that I hate in this life is doing my lashes and doing my freaking nails. Those are the two most annoying services ever. I don't find it enjoyable at all because it takes too long and you've just wasted almost 3 hours doing something that, and I'm just like, do you know how many things I could have done in that time? That I've been sat here waiting for my appointment. I've done my nails. And then on top of that, I'm not somebody that really enjoys wearing nails. The whole process just irritates me. So if you don't enjoy it and then you've wasted all that time and then you've got to go back in like 2 weeks to get in, no, please count me out. Press-ons or leave me alone. Press on for events. Any other time, I've got clear polish. Leave me alone. I don't want to do any of that stuff. Right? So if you think about it, it's not convenient. But if somebody's coming to my house to do all of these things, to do my manis, do my pedis, in the comfort of my home, I'm on my sofa chilling, somebody's braiding my hair in the comfort of my home, I don't need to go and wait in a salon, I don't need to go to somebody's house, it's completely different. You don't have any excuses, right? But when you're living real life and you've got real stuff to be doing, where's the time for all of these? Those are luxuries. It's not really a necessity.
You see, with no domestic staff, with no
domestic staff, and on top of that, you're still going to cook. You're going to look after your children. You're going to look after your husband. You're going to take care of yourself. You'll carry. The other day, did I not tell you that my daughter gave me flat tire on my car?
Yeah.
The way I was so irritated that day, 9 p.m. I want to go to the grocery store to do grocery shopping. Tire flat, no man in the house. What am I going to do? If it's Nigeria or somewhere, you can just call somebody from the corner, come fix the car, problem sorted. No, I had to. The whole thing just frustrated me. Why am I going to be going around looking
exactly? But
looking good? Like life is life in.
Yeah, this is why I didn't want to focus on the home men, whatever, because even outside of that, there's just things that work to make it easier.
That makes it easy. Your life is very easy for you. Yeah, it's not even a man thing. It's just
because a lot of UK girls will spend. One thing about UK girls as well is that they like to look good. We can't take that away from them. That's another reason why they're always competing, because they are the same when it comes to hair and nails, and they're the same. So, but the issue here is that by even the car, I always say this as well. I remember the whole idea of even a driver one time when I was even saying to my ex, why can't you just drive yourself? I was like, do you know how many things I can do because I have a driver in the car? Because imagine being sat in traffic 3 hours.
Oh my God, looking for
you can be productive on your laptop. Yeah. So a lot of people actually get drivers not just for the not just because
just so they can multitask.
Yeah, and that's the reason my mind was like, see, do you know how many meetings I joined because I'm in the car for 3 hours in traffic, because there's always going to be traffic in Lagos, right? So these are the things that you have to remember as well. That is just convenience. Let me just read these few comments before I come to you, babe. I see people blaming the government for price hike. Blame it on greedy Nigerians. Not on this platform. We haven't blamed the government yet. Everybody wants to take advantage of the next person. Wicked people, and they go to church more than everybody else. I agree with you. Chucky's saying grocery shops. You've been watching too many American shit.
I'm saying grocery because for like the Americans on the platform, just to relate. But we know we mean.
What do you say? Food shopping.
Food shopping. Mm-hmm.
I said grocery.
I just say I go to the shops.
I said grocery. I mean, to be fair, even in Tesco, when you look up, it's grocery that it says there.
I go to the shops. Good to do food shopping. But there's food shopping and then there's food shopping. Like meat market, food shopping, like, you know. So
I said grocery. I think I said grocery a lot as well. Anyway, honey babe, do you have anything to add to this discourse? Let's go and sleep.
No, I think you said it all. Definitely there's a difference in the sense that in Nigeria, the accessibility for services is very easy. When I went in 2018, we went for my cousin's wife's, granddad or something that obviously deleted. You would think that going to a funeral would be very somber. We were partying all the time. It was ridiculous, to the extent that I was ill because I couldn't go out every night. And I remember everything was accessible. You had a makeup artist that would come to the house. When the times where we was traveling to different people's houses and they didn't want to cook, you literally go around the corner, food is brought to you. So, when I was stuck in traffic and I was going to have an asthma attack because I was hot all the time, You could, obviously jump into someone else's car. There's AC. So there's so much accessibility in Nigeria. Hence the reason why there's no excuse if you're based in Nigeria to be looking bad. I'm sorry.
But to
But
be
in
fair,
the
honey babe, do
UK,
you mourn an older person when they pass away?
sorry?
Are you mourning an older person when they pass away?
Oh, you
Celebration of
mean the
life.
person in
It's more of a
2018?
celebration of life, isn't it? That's why you have a
Yeah,
party.
it is. But yeah, I know, I get it. But obviously we went there. Obviously it's a celebration, but it's just the fact that when you say to someone, especially, work colleagues, oh, you're going to Nigeria for a funeral, and then they find out that you've partied non-stop for the 2 weeks you're there, it seems a bit weird. But yeah, it is a celebration of life. But what I will say is that it is difficult in the UK. It is very difficult because like I said to you, I went to the hairdressers today. I did, but I had to move around my work schedule in order to do that because I don't, like Cece said, I don't want to spend all day being in the salon on Saturday. Now, it would be lovely to have someone in the UK come to my house. I mean, there are quite a few hairdressers that will come, that are mobile, but you will pay for it. But I just think there's a big difference in Nigeria where everything is accessible. You don't have to go out, whether it's a driver, whether it's a makeup artist, whether it's someone doing your hair, whether it's, food coming to the house. There's so much accessibility. So I think that's what makes things easier for you to be literally, package, the packaging, the hair, the nails and everything. I think it's a little more easier. But at the same time, UK babes are there as well, because as much as we have the pressure of work and structuring stuff, we still make the effort to look good. It's just that it's a bit more structured in the UK because of the way that we are with work, and there's no house help. You have to cook, you have to go to work, there's no one to pick up your kids. So I think it's a bit more harder when it comes to the UK. But I think there is advantages and disadvantages in both locations. But I just think that people need to be aware when we make comparisons, understand that based on locations, there's issues in the fact that we may not be totally like brushed up like the Nigerian base because we don't have the accessibility.
Absolutely. Thank you, honey babe. So we're coming to the end. I was kind of trying to also buy time from comment on this. So the last thing I want to talk about, and I'll see if Uncle Ben comes in and wraps up the show. The last thing I want to talk about is which English will I use now? The prostitutionalization.
That's a big word, Abby.
It's not a word. I don't
Well,
think it's
I
a
know
word.
that, but I still said it's a big word.
It's an
I was
Abbeyism.
thinking,
Mm.
huh?
It's an Abbeyism.
Wow.
Guys,
Okay.
this thing of flying girls in from Kenya, flying girls in, flying
Oh
girls
Lord.
in, and Nigerian men, and Detty December. We saw it happen with Burna Boy and Chloe, busy Chloe Bailey. Like, it's actually, you see, is it Sowiti, Abikulokbe, all these people in Lagos, and it's like, we know why they are here. No disrespect though. One big man has
What
brought
about
them.
our bestie Portia?
Portia too. When you're calculating, like, this, what are you doing in Lagos? Who knows you? We know why you're here. I'm not even trying to be rude. Uncle Ben. Okay. When Uncle Ben is ready. Right? So I just want
Oh,
that
Abby, can you hear me?
honorable mention. No. Yes, Uncle Ben. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, give me a minute. I need to move out of where I am
Okay, no
because
problem. I,
of
will- I
background
would I
noise.
will go to the what I want you to actually close up the show with, but this is just an honorable mention. Nothing major. I did not plan to add this to the show, but it is actually a thing. Especially if you go to Lagos, you just turn left, you see one one babe like this that you know that she's not from Nigeria. You see another one that is her skin color. I'm just this one. Where did you come from? Now Morocco. Where you come from? Lebanon. Is mad. It's mad, but it's a thing. Sissy, do you have anything to add? And Uncle Ben will just close up the show. I'm at the end anyway. Or Sisi, rather, should I say, can you just like give your final thoughts? Let's do that.
Okay, my final thoughts. I mean, it's a good concept. It's been working well for Nigerians. It's getting, people are going there, enjoying that period of the season, as should I say. But definitely, I think they need to look at making sure that it's something that is balanced. When they're extorting or, hiking up the prices to such an exorbitant rate, they need to think about the long term. I mean, like you said, they're gonna eventually people are gonna take over and move it to South Africa if they continue the way they're going. So let it be something that is, a Nigeria thing. It's not bad. Branch out, yes, but it wouldn't be right for the whole concept to move to another country just because people are being greedy and making the prices so unattainable for the average Nigerians or, returnees that want to go back home just to enjoy family time over the Christmas period. So all the other things like the hate, the prostitution, whatever, those things are part and parcel. Where there's money, where there's ballers, prostitutes and good time girls are going to be there. I mean, it's 5 and 6, right? So if that's how you make your money, make your money. But I think they should look at, developing the country and making sure that when people come, it's not just for that period of Christmas only. People should want to go to Nigeria. It should be a go-to destination, whether it's peak season, off season, Easter. Do you understand? Like, it has the potential. They just need to work on it. It can't just be this small segment out of 12 months in a year. You only got 1-2 months that your country's popping. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Work on the other things, the cleanliness, the service providers, having consistent customer service, good customer service that values customers of all races, not just because the person is white, the person is from abroad or whatever, right? It will make a big difference. So yeah, that's just my thing. Me, I can't wait to come and do Detty December. Don't worry, next year.
At this point, I don't know if you will miss Detty December because next.
I know, like the way things are going. No, please.
And I was even talking to you about it the other day.
There will always be Detty December.
No, but it's not,
don't be
it's not
scared.
dirty. The people have dirtied it too much. It's not the same.
Nah, see, okay.
It won't be in Nigeria. It's being Ghana. Like I said, now everybody's, as I speak to you, all the people that matter are in Cape Town.
Do you want me to?
All the people that
matter.
I mean, big money spenders, people that they are in Cape Town as we speak. So everybody's going to start doing it.
Forget Cape Town. Those are just hype. If I can just say something about that real quick, because I heard you ladies talking about, Detty December, this may be the last one. And to be candid with you, anything that got started in Nigeria usually don't have an ending, unless something else came that is bigger than it. Right now, Detty December is big in Nigeria because of our Afro pop stars and our too much swag and money that we're just wasting and throwing here and there. And to add another context to this, Detty December is Detty December because Nigeria is natural. If I can explain it. The ruggedness, the police is dragging here, traffic is holding there, that rowdiness, that nonsensical behavior, those are the reason why it's called Detty December. Those are the vibes that people really want to go and enjoy. If you make Nigeria to look like American today, and you say you are having Detty December, nobody will care to be there. I know this opinion may not be popular, but I'm telling you, if you make Nigeria look like London, nobody gonna be there that they are celebrating Detty December. People go to Nigeria because of that lifestyle. They are not getting where they are. That's what we are missing, basically. Shebi, we did December here now. I see chat with my friends yesterday. I'm like, America is the most boring place to have December. Why? It's not because there are no activities in downtown or fun, exciting things going on, but you are restricted. Why doing that? That anyhowness is what people are going to Nigeria to enjoy. Even the Americans that go to Nigeria, they are feeling it. The freedom they have in Nigeria, nobody is getting it anywhere. I don't know about UK, but I can tell you about US here. That anyhowness that you can do in Nigeria, the night party, the go out, drink as much as you want. You can be on the street and be yelling, yeah! Ooh. You are coming, you can see boys moving with their motorcades, 20, 30 vehicles running, wow, everybody shouting, yeah, yo, moving from one club. That is the dirty December people are going there to enjoy. And what makes it even more fun is because it is not in one location. You got Dirty December going on in Lagos, it's happening in Abuja at the same time. You enter Port Harcourt, is vibrating. You go to Warri, you go Edo. I don't know if you get what I'm saying right now. If you go to Enugu right now, just as some people are yelling, yeah, Lagos, when you enter Enugu, did you know Enugu self have changed?
Uncle Ben, you have mail. You have mail from your brotherhood.
No, you see, I'm just telling you that anyhowness, that freedom, the fact that this is not like America that somebody can just throw you in jail. In Nigeria, you are not going to get unless you really commit bigger crime or something. Who want to throw you in jail in Nigeria because you drink and you are driving? Even the police will stop you, say you go give them one Hennessy, they go clear road for you. So I think that is what people are really going for. And then when you think about our Afrobeat, our food, just the freedom. I think that's what people are going for. So to cap it up on maybe there's not going to be Dirty December or not, let me tell you this. From what I know about my country, you said it yourself, Abby. Everything is about classism. Is that not how you used to say it? It's about classism. In Nigeria, people don't want to go to where things are cheap. When it comes to December, everybody want to show off. If you raise flight ticket, I think this time around from my own area here, people are paying 3,000, 4,000. Especially those who bought their ticket around November, they are paying 3,000, 4,000 to go to Nigeria. If you raise the ticket price to 6,000, you will see more people go there. It's just something about Nigeria, frankly speaking. So now I am not saying they shouldn't improve on all the recommendations that people are making, but the fact remains that if you try to over formalize Dirty December, if you try over glamorize it with let's do it the way they are doing in all this US, all this London, it will become boring. Let's not fool ourselves. We that we live in the Western world, we know Western world is boring. Even when you go out to go and have fun, you cash through. In Western world, which fun you do want to have?
Yeah.
Where you can go to party and you don't even know what's going to happen next at times. So, but in Africa, you are free. You dance the way you want to dance. You gyrate. Like if you're in Nigeria right
You
now as a man,
gyrate.
I haven't heard
yeah,
that gyrate word in ages.
you know, if you're in Nigeria right now as a man, you can walk single-handedly
Uncle Ben, don't start.
You say what?
As a man, you want to bring that angle now, please.
No, I'm just trying to describe to our viewers what Dirty December is really all about.
And the honey babe will now come and say she wants to fight you.
So, for instance, now you can walk into a space in Nigeria as far as party is going on. There are girls there. You can just, hey babe, what's up? How that day? What did day? What are you ladies doing? You know, you can even touch some last night. Nothing. Nobody they around. They accuse you. Oh, why did you touch me? You can't do that shit over here. Those are the things people are really enjoying when they say Dirty December, Dirty December. Here, people are too sensitive. I don't know which word to describe it. You can even smile at a girl now. You can enter trouble from what that is smiling here. But in Nigeria, you smile at girls smile at you. They laugh, they play. You know, in Nigeria, you feel enter club. Maybe you enter club. Maybe you enter club with 1 miller, maybe 2 miller. You play, you do, but money finish. Your guys then they when I see the party they go. All those ones is not happening over here. People are so sensitive. So that's the thing that people are really going for. All those things that we miss over here, we want to go to Nigeria and explore and just be free. So I don't think Detty December is going nowhere. They go anywhere. South Africa has always been there. They are just trying everything right now to say, let us see if we can challenge. And I lie. I'm sorry to say to all our South Africans that may be watching, South Africans are not nice to people. Let's call it what it is. As they follow you talk like this, unless
Uncle Ben, they're going to put this channel down.
I'm telling you, as I did like this, unless I have a friend that can really convince me, I don't see what I want to do for South Africa. That's just the way it is because of the way they appear to we outsiders. I see them as being hostile. They can be beautiful environment and all of that, but for me, I just feel like South, I'm not good. That is it for me.
I will clip this comments and put it on TikTok. When they come for you,
please do that so they can come after it because you're generalizing.
You're an Abby.
Look,
you're generalizing.
I said what I said. They come. The same thing they used to say about Nigeria. Don't you see what's going on in Africa now?
I don't think
Nigerians, it is our thing.
If they come for you now, don't
I don't know because I'm not interested. I will leave you in the
them come. I am ready. I said I'm not going to South Africa. You want to? Do you want to?
Me, I'm going to South Africa because my son's dad's brother lives there. For me, I'm going. If you like going,
good. You can go, honey babe. Me,
Thank you for your permission. Thank you for your permission.
Is our cherish in South Africa?
I think she is
in South Africa.
She is.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Now, the thing I said I want to say. So Abby, the thing I said I'm gonna say before I was unable to speak earlier on is when we are talking about London accent and all of that. So I have a question for Cece and Honey Babe. Do you guys take train a lot? Like you commute through train a lot?
I used to, yeah, but not anymore.
I used to until December because I used to. Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people in London, they used to go through train, right?
Yeah,
like Nigerians and others that go to London.
Oh, yes, you're working in the city, yeah.
Okay, now let me generalize again. Because Londoners, they are aggressive like New Yorkers. And I think it's that train that is making them sound aggressive all the time. I'm sorry. Londoners always sound like they are fighting.
Nobody talks on the train. Nobody talks. When you're commuting, nobody talks. It's a military operation.
Yep.
You cannot. When I used to commute into London, into central London, you cannot talk to me on that commute. That is the most irritating. Like literally, if I know you, I don't want to talk to you in the morning. I really don't. So I will avoid you. So that we don't have to have small talk or conversation. That thing used to irritate me when I get on the train and somebody wants to start having a conversation. Listen, I have my headphones in, I have my podcast on. I just want peace and quiet. I want to be in my own thoughts. I don't want to have a conversation with you. Right? And that's how most commuters are. People are not chatting away in the morning. You're trying to get on the train. You're trying to make your train time. You're trying to make sure you get onto the right platform. You're trying to get to work on time. Nobody has got time for chit-chatting. So if you're saying that it's because of the accent of taking the train, not during commuting, not during rush hour, nobody's talking.
Nobody is talking because everybody is angry.
Would you not be angry when you're paying extortionate fare prices for the train and you don't even get a seat?
The thing is that
even Chucky can talk, please. Chucky have tried today. Only babe no verse. You don't try.
Uncle Ben, actually, I feel like the next segment, I want you and Chucky to handle.
But let him talk. Let's see that his mic is talking.
Okay.
Please. This guy don't try today. Baba Chucky.
Uncle Ben, is it you that is trying for
I don't tire all this stuff. Trying to come on.
Is it Uncle Ben you are trying for? Is it me you are trying for? That's the question. I don't understand what's going on in this brotherhood.
Chucky is trying to show you love.
But yeah, Uncle Ben, it's not your show. Now let me accept my own love if I want to accept it, or let me reject if I want to reject it.
Reject who?
your support. Maybe I don't want to accept it. Is it by force to accept support?
I reject
Auntie
that.
Oyi, I'm not the one
When
that
are
is
we doing
typing.
our
No,
own
Abby is the
show?
one that is typing. No, please. Abby is the one that is typing. No.
Auntie Oyin, I'm the only one that calls you Auntie Oyin. Uncle Ben calls you Sis Oyin.
Uncle UB, how are you, Jerry?
I did Jare, Uncle Chucky,
On
Alpha,
my
how your
own
side?
show. On my own show.
You see CC and CC only babe and Abby. They won't scatter our Detty December for us.
I've listened to every conversation regarding to Detty December. See, listen, Detty December has always been there right from day one. I mean, it's just been there for years. It's just recently now they're coming up. They decided to put a name to it, which is the Detty December. Uncle Yubi, as I will call you, there's nothing wrong with what is wrong
I'm
with Detty
sick of
December.
you, Chucky.
Nah. See, what I'm trying to say is this, right? Yeah, if we are doing all this year, it has to improve the economy of Lagos State itself because the Lagos I left before is not what it is today, actually. Because I don't see the reason, I don't see the fun of going all the way down there for the December. I don't see it. As you rightly said, you go there to mingle. You can go from one place
Perhaps
to
because
another.
you're old.
Um, no. Why would you say old? Why would you
Because
say old?
the same way you always call me Gen Z for no reason. So perhaps because you're old, you don't see the appeal.
Mm, no, it's not
Chucky,
because I'm
Chucky,
old.
you caught stray
No,
bullet.
no, she got me a straight bullet over there. No, not exactly if I'm old and anything like that. Well, listen, there are other people that are about my age and stuff like that, and they still wrong, go mad or whatever they want to go to. As Uncle rightly said, it's things that we don't do in this country here when they're desperate from going from one place to another. There you have that freedom to do that. You've got friends, you've got this, you've got that. You get your mind off things and get to that point and see how it goes over there. But when you're in this way, you can't tell me you go from one club to another. You don't do that. You might as well just relax what you have, enjoy your millions and everything like that, and yeah, just enjoy. But my problem is after all this, the economy of that place, the infrastructure is not just there. That's the thing. I mean, you want to get to one particular place, you have to uh, take hours to get to one particular place. But that's the fun of it. That's the fun of it. That's the fun of Lagos, if you understand what I mean.
Hey,
But
ours is fun of Lagos. It is well.
mm, yes.
No, I hear you. I don't know if that's fun. As someone that used to go to the village all the time, my village is 1 hour away from my house.
How do you get there? Do you travel? Do you drive?
By car now. My village is
Hmm.
in Lagos. And it's just 1 hour away from my actual house that I live in Lagos as well.
Okay.
So this year, going back from my granddad's burial, it took us 3 hours
3 hours.
to go from Ikoyi to Ekpe. Yeah. That's how bad it is, even like on the normal, do you understand? Just because it rains or whatever. So imagine Dirty December. And there's people that live in Ekpe. I remember when what's her name? Temi Otedola made a video about she was going to visit her grandmom in the village, and they came for her because people were mad saying Ekpe is not a village. And she's like, okay, fair enough. But it's not my village. And I think because we grew up in a time when it was still very much a village. It's not now where developers have gone there to do high rise flats and all. But when I was going to Ekpe all the time for Christmas to support my granddad or whatever, it was yeah, it was what's it called? It was a village. They didn't have, do you understand? Most of the houses were bungalows, and a lot of roads were not hard. It's not recently where everybody's trying to live on the island in quotes. And also, I don't know, that traffic thing is just very crazy because you finish getting ready, you want to get somewhere for 11, you are getting there when it's finished. We've seen this happen before where people haven't been able to attend weddings
Especially
because
when you don't have air conditioning.
exactly, because the wedding has already finished before you get there. As in, there's no time you have. When do you leave for something that is 11 p.m., 6 p.m.? I don't know. That traffic one, the thing is not adding up anymore. As someone who was born and raised in Lagos, I can see is mad. It is not. It doesn't add. It's not adding up anymore.
The
Honestly.
thing is that I hear what you be saying. If you're gonna open up, because like I said, I told you that the Minister for Tourism is talking about, come to Nigeria for December, specifically Dirty December. If you're gonna open it up to not just returnees, as CC, I'll call them returnees because it's easier. You're gonna have a whole different people, whether it's people from Africa, people from Asia, people from different races, different cultures, etc. I went to Nigeria in 2018. I nearly had a panic attack every single time I drove because I was in the car for absolutely ages, sometimes 3-4 hours. I'm not used to that. So I think there's a lot of things that need to be sorted out in Nigeria if you now want to promote Nigeria as a place for tourism. Whether it's Dirty December that you want to focus on specifically, or come to Nigeria from January to December, that needs to be sorted out. I come back to Dubai. Dubai 30 years ago was desert. They literally redone the whole area. They've done skyscrapers, they've done stadiums, they've done all sorts of things. And then they promoted the whole city. If we're going to say that, Dirty December, and we want to promote Dirty December, not just for our returnees, but as a global thing, Nigeria needs to be sorted out. Lagos needs to be sorted out, especially when you have an infrastructure where if you're going to event, nobody wants to sit in a car for 8 hours and then you miss an event, especially when it's an event where specifically, if you're talking about Dirty December and you have different events all through December, people are going to be missing it because they're 5 hours late. So I think it's all very good saying, people want the raw, authentic experience. Yes, for the returnees, yes. But for people that have heard about this Dirty December, which is not just Nigerians and other races and other cultures want to get involved, you need to improve the country. So I think that to me is the most important thing. And if tourism is a way to get people to invest in Nigeria, get people interested in Nigeria, why wouldn't you do that? Because like I said, for me, because of the issues and everything, let's improve Nigeria, not just for Dirty December, in general. And then we can have some type of economy where we can promote tourism. Other countries promote tourism. Other African countries promote tourism. Why can't we do the same for Nigeria? That could be our superpower, Dirty December. You see what I mean? So I think it's thinking about the whole holistic. Sorry?
They need to add more than nice life though. They need to do art and culture.
They need to do art and craft and other things. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that let's start with promote. My issue is that it shouldn't just be about tourism. Fix the country so that it's attractive enough for people to invest, people to come. I want to go to Nigeria for my honeymoon. I want to go to Nigeria I want to go to Nigeria. Yeah, why not? It's possible. I want to go to Nigeria to get married, and I'm not a Nigerian. That's what we should aspire to. And I think that we need to fix the whole country so that Dirty December is not just Nigerians. We need to think global. We need to think global.
All right, thank you so much, sis. I want to do this quick thing so that Uncle Ben can go because Uncle Ben is working. So Uncle Ben, on the screen is Uncle Ben and Chucky. On the screen it says London girls don't have to try as hard because we're not relying on a man to fund our lifestyle. We have options. In Lagos, many women depend on male financial support, which is why there's often more pressure to attract wealthy men. Most Lagos girls do not have the same financial opportunities we are afforded in London. And then the next one says, very true. I make friends everywhere in the world but Lagos. This is not the Lagos I grew up in. This Lagos, only married men are friendly. Uncle Ben.
Oh, God. She has a point, though. She does have a point on that one. Actually, on the first one, Yes,
Chucky,
sir.
wait. May we play something for these ladies?
Kasongo
Please, if you
ye
can.
Mombari nanga Kasongo mbona wewe
So girls compete like this. Over to you, Chucky. Go first, Baba.
Sorry, what did you say, sir?
I said, man, you go first, Chucky. I don't know, say girls
Okay.
each other like this, they gossip.
No, but should just have a fact. Mind you, the person who's speaking looks like a Gen Z person, actually. It's not relatively old.
Gen Z, of course, now. Who else will it be if not Gen Z?
Relatively,
Mm.
I'm coming back with the thing. No, but what she says is relatively true, actually, because I don't see what she's talking about. Yeah, when we're talking about opportunities and jobs and everything, yes, the UK girls have it more than over there. But in a sense, she is saying in a way, how would you just say it, politically right or something like that.
That's
But
correct. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's politically correct actually, what she's saying actually, because when you look at the whole aspects, that's where it comes to a lot of people trying to like indulge on some things. So it's just a matter of balancing the whole equations of how you want to go about things. So if she's saying that, honestly, she really got messed up on that one actually. But married men being friendly, is that? I
Mm.
don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's both sides. I mean, I'm a
Mhm.
married guy. If I go down there, yeah, I will smile at everybody because the British culture has made me that way. You smile and say hi to everybody or anything like that. But for
Chucky, why are you beating around the bush? We know what she
uh,
means. Why are you
I
beating
know
around
what
the
she
bush?
What does
meant.
she mean? What does she
Who
mean?
is talking about smiling?
Uh, if you want
Why are
to
we
tell me
talking
what she
about
did,
smiles? Why are you beating around the bush?
I don't even
Married
know what
men
she's talking about.
smile. Me
Huh?
too. Me too. I don't know.
Uncle
I
Ben,
don't know why she came up with such a comment like that. Actually.
I gave you context with the first
Mm.
comment before I went to the
Mm-hmm.
second comment.
Mm-hmm.
It's about competition of London girls versus basically London girls versus Lagos girls.
How that
Right?
one can consign us? That's between you and the lady.
I
But
don't
saying
know,
that
my brother.
everybody is unfriendly, but only married men are friendly. Now you're talking about smiling. Is this smiles we're talking about with
I'm
friendliness
using it as
and
a
married
general
men?
concept. I'm using it as
But
a general
focus
concept.
on the issues, not smiles. We know why married men are friendly, unnecessarily
But is
friendly.
this, wait, hang on a second. Is this a discussion for men to answer this kind of question? This is a
Yeah, I
question
said
for you
contribute
ladies.
now. You
Okay.
can either rebut or you can
Mm.
chat contribute.
Uncle UB, what do you think? Is it for us to answer this question or the ladies answering this question?
We've
I
already
think
answered the question. We've
the ladies
answered it.
probably are not getting the answer they wanted. That's why AB is fighting back. Now you know this Gen
Okay,
Z
I
and
thought you would
millennials how
want.
they
We've
roll.
answered it and we've moved on. So if you don't want to answer it, it's fine.
See,
Uncle
what
UB,
is
answer
what
the question. What do you
I
think?
see I see it differently anyway. First off, the banter between the ladies that they were saying the ladies in Nigeria are getting free money, the ladies in London they work for their money or something. They are not really saying the truth. What I
Mhm.
sense there is they should just say it. The men in London are stingy. They are not spenders like men in Nigeria, period. Nigerian girls have that advantage over girls in London.
Uncle UB, when you say London, wait, hang on a second. When you say
UK
UK
or
is
wherever it
stingy,
is.
wait. What do you mean by UK is stingy? What do you mean by that?
You heard the lady. You heard the statement right here. That the
Mm,
ladies in Nigeria.
You don't.
Abby, is
no,
that
no,
not
Uncle
what you
Yui,
read?
Uncle Yui, before this thing came up, you've mentioned that thing more than twice, and you've said it in previous life that UK is stingy. I want to
That is
understand the
what they say. They say they say people in UK they are stingy. That doesn't
in
mean
what
everybody in UK is stingy. So if they are saying the people in UK are stingy, this is what me I'm thinking about. The
you see.
people in UK they are not wasting money because if I have to go by Nigerians mentality, when
Mhm,
Nigerians says you are stingy, it's because
mhm.
you are not wasting your money giving it to them anyhow. That's why they will say you are stingy. They say it to people in America too. I don't know if you get what I mean now. So if you
No,
want to look at it from
You don't get
Nigerian
what I mean.
perspective, if you are not giving them your money stupidly, they will say you are stingy. That's just what they mean. So when I say
UK
UK people are stingy, I'm just coming from that angle of people in Nigeria saying people in UK are
Uncle
stingy.
Ben, you are over.
Don't
Uncle Ben,
talk.
you know they call this way you
Have you
call
been to?
Chalaye.
You've
This
not
way
been
you
to the
Chalaye.
UK.
UK men are stingy. Chucky, you're not under the category of the UK men we're talking about because you are British Nigerian and you spent a significant amount of time in Nigeria. We're not talking about men like you. We know the men we're talking about. British born.
Okay, let me put it this way, Abby. If you gather like 50 boys in UK, out of 50 boys in UK, how many of them can afford to pay the rent of their girlfriend every month? Let's say the rent is maybe
None
£2,000.
of them.
Eh?
No, I agree.
Sissy,
I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you on that one.
Like I
so
Yes,
do you
said,
agree with
it's
me
all
on that
like
one?
I'll
Chucky.
agree
You're
with
not talking about people like
That doesn't mean
You,
that they're
is British.
stingy.
We're not talking about him. We're talking about the British born and raised. Please.
so you get what I'm saying now, Chucky. So now in Nigeria, there are men who will literally pay for a whole year for girls. For girls that maybe they only get to be with maybe 3-4 times in a whole year.
In 2025.
I agreed.
Yes,
So that's what the ladies are saying. So that is why when I said
it's because I did not go to Lagos this Christmas. I'd have been sending you dollars that men are giving me on promotion.
Then you should have gone, Abby, so you can be sending us dollars. You should have gone. I'm angry with you.
That's why I'm here.
But Uncle Ben,
What-
you can't compare. You
what
can't
does Sissy
compare.
mean with East
but-
London men are trash? What do you mean, Sissy? I haven't even been there. Abby, why did you do this kind of show now? Eh?
I've heard if you're
Go and sleep,
ranking,
oh, UK
if you're
people
ranking level of useless men in London, please.
Sissy, why are you
That's
like
all I'm
this?
saying.
I said, Uncle Ben, I will never ever in my life date a British born. You might say, if I talk to a man, he ask him, where are you? He tells me,
Sorry,
I'm from
Abby,
London. I'm running.
Not all of them are like that.
All of them are like that, honey babe. Even if all of them are like that,
My
I don't
brother
want to
is not
find
one
out.
of them.
Honey
My
babe,
brother
don't
is not one of them.
Don't tell me about generalization. This one,
You
I
see?
generalize with my chest.
Abby,
You should avoid
you see,
it. Let me avoid
Misty
it.
already said it. Misty said we are not visiting East London.
Avoid.
But the thing is, Abby, I know a lot of Nigerian-born men that are just as stingy. I'm gonna say it. My son is sleeping, but his father is stingy, and he was born in a better time. I will say it out.
Honey baby, not this. Honey baby is your
So it's
fault.
not just British born.
Honey
There's some
baby, that
Nigerian
one.
men that were born and bred in Nigeria that
Honey
will be
baby.
telling you 50-50. What are you
I'm
talking?
sorry to break it to you.
Okay, wait. Can I say something, please? Okay. When we talk about UK stingy guys now, are we talking about those that are raised and raised and born in the country here, or those that are partially in my own kind of situation? Are we talking
What do
about
you mean by partial?
Sorry?
What do you mean by partial?
No, I didn't say partial. I want to understand that when you say the UK boys UK men are stingy. I want to understand which
I
one
can't
is
believe
it.
Abby get out of this show. Thank God I'm here. Really,
She did
Abby?
what?
Abby here, Zig said I just came back. I think maybe network kick her out.
No,
If I wasn't here, our
I
show would just have stopped.
Uncle Ben, I mistakenly removed myself with my.
Okay.
But let me tell you something I realized about StreamYard. I read it on somewhere on this thing where the level you're on or whatever that you pay for this premium service, right? StreamYard will give you a grace of 30 minutes to come back to your show if you're ever kicked out. I didn't know that until this. Yeah, so there's I don't know the price. There's a premium price that Uncle Ben pays that allows that feature. So they give you 30 minutes to fix your connection issues while your show keeps
Don't
going
mind
on.
that. I know they are just charging me, taking my money.
So you pay for that service, Uncle Ben, so we're safe.
You know, I have 2 platforms. I'm also paying for Restream. So I'm paying for 2.
I'm just telling you that whatever you're paying, the money is plenty and
the money
I don't even know. I don't even know. That's why sometimes when I'm the only one hosting, I will still have to log in with my phone or use the other computer so that in case I get kicked out, the show will be going. Anyway, Abby, may we not waste your time. My thing is just that this is my own definition of stingy. When people say somebody is stingy, and I look at them like they are entitled. I don't consider those people they refer to as stingy are being stingy. Because these days, when you mind how you spend your money, people will give you name. If you don't just throw it around anyhow. I'm not trying to beat my own drum. I think if they are counting people who are free givers, they will count me joy. But as soon as I realize that my kids are growing up, I have to be saving more. And then I start spending on unnecessary things. People started calling me stingy.
Uncle Ben, with UK men
Oh,
is
come here now.
special, sha, because they are even stingy to their own wives and girlfriends. So I don't know.
So that is just it
Are you
anyway. I
serious?
have to go now.
All right,
But
bye, Uncle
Abby
Ben.
and Chucky and everybody, as for Nigerian ladies, they are just looking for a woof. And they are even doing competition among themselves. Yes, you know, in
I think it's
Nigeria,
a competition, yes.
if a lady drives a
How's the
car,
competition?
the money you spend if you take her out is not the same thing with a lady that will come in cab.
Mm.
So that's just so they have their own competition ongoing. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Abby, for
Good
having me. I
night,
gotta
Uncle
go
Ben. See you
work
later.
now. Thank you.
Have a
Bye.
good evening.
I need
Bye.
to jump off as well,
I'm
Abby.
gonna
Good
to
Good
night,
jump
night,
off as well.
Lucy.
guys.
Thank you so much for staying
You're
so
welcome. Great show as
long.
always.
Love you.
Uncle
Thank
Chucky.
you.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Have
Honey
a good
babe.
night.
Good night,
Honey,
darling.
babe.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you so much. She's had 1:30 in the UK. People try for me. Oh, thank you so much. Me
We
that came
tried
to
though.
at 10:30. Thank
We
you. Thank
tried.
you so much. Love you. Bye. See you tomorrow. TSC. Huh.
Are we doing TSC? I forgot.
Ow, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for the response that's needed. Anyway, good night. See you
All right,
later.
speak to you later. Bye, everyone.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Chucky,
Mm-hmm.
last question for you, sir.
What is it?
The prostitutionalization
That's not in the
of
dictionary. Sure, you know that, right? You do know
yes, I
that's not
know.
in the
I
dictionary.
made it. I made that.
You made it up.
I made it
Okay.
up on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say about that? Because there's a lot of Nigerian men that are flying in exotics.
Oh, what? Moving mad, Abby?
Honey, babe, you're back.
I know I came because I heard you guys are gisted up. Well, let me come back. I'm not working tomorrow. I'm not working tomorrow.
I'm actually even closing. I'm actually not even joking. That was the last bit, and then I want to advertise my next show.
Okay,
So,
no problem.
prostitutionalization
Mm-hmm.
and the importation of exotics.
Yes.
Abby, this is laughing exotic.
Exotics.
It's exotic. They call them now.
Call it exotics.
Are they reptiles? That's no, but that's how they treat them. They will treat them like that, like special commodity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good night, Uncle Emeka, my zaddy. Good night, sir. Thank you so much. 2:30 a.m. Uncle Emeka is really grooving in that Lagos. 2:30 a.m. Uncle Emeka, you need to gist us on where you have been this night and why
Please
you.
just us though.
I believe it's in Enugu right now, isn't it?
No, it's in Lagos. He said it's in
It's in
Lagos.
Lagos at the moment. Oh,
Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Okay, we need to do a show. We need to give the people what they're looking for, by the way. Because
what are they
that's
looking for?
a show for both of us.
Yeah, you guys need to do a show together.
Where both of us
Okay.
hosts. I will invite you for the appropriate
How
topic.
can I come to the show where you can't even invite me to your wedding? That doesn't make sense.
You are getting special invitation. The one where
Special
I invite you
invitation.
is video. You know those
And
ones
baby,
where they give you like they send you a tablet to say,
it-
I'm like, hi Uncle UC. This is a special invitation to invite you to my wedding. Are you happy now?
Well, I'm glad we have a referee here at the moment to hear. I've got a witness though, so that's all right.
It's okay. I'm saying in front of everybody, so all good. Oh yeah, prostitutionalization of women, of Detty December. What do you think? Do you
Is
think
that
it's
what?
or do you think we've made it up?
Is it a thing? I don't think it's a thing actually, because I don't think it's a thing at the moment. I think more of that personalization or whatever you call it right now is that's where the market is. If you see everybody coming into the country and stuff like that, that's where they go to get the money. That's where they go to say. So I don't think there's anything of getting the exotics in or anything like that. Rather, it would be a massive competition between these two, between all of that. Then you have the normal girls at the corner who want to get their own, but I don't think I would call it prostitution or something like that. I must like call it more of, oh, I'm gonna get out there and get my own because they are assigned to one particular person or
Mm.
one man or something like that. No, there's no two ways. At least 10% of men going over there will have maybe one or two girls over there. Will we call that prostitution? No, that's more of a side chick, more of a side chick. No,
But
so
how
I
come
don't think.
they're always shipping them from abroad and they're always exotic looking?
Do you think do you think they do that?
They do it. It's not me. Oh, they do it now. You see me?
What?
It's not
No,
me.
no, no.
Oh.
What if I say to no? What if I say to you? Probably it's one of their connecting different area codes or country codes or something like that. How? Why would I say that? Will you call that prostitution?
I think it's. Oh no, my thing is that I'm just saying that it's it just seems to be a thing. Like, why is it around December you're seeing all these sort of girls that never come to Nigeria at all? From like some of them are half Japanese, half Nigerian, half like
Yeah.
just,
Yes, but Abby, we don't know because basically it is called Dirty December because that's the occasion for it. But we don't know what goes throughout the whole 11 months, do we? Do we?
but I'm
Yeah,
just
can
saying
I?
that so there's something there. I don't know what it is, but there's something there. And you, if you go out and about, you see them as well. You see the boys they're around. It's like all of these high class Yahoo boys and all. It's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing. Like if you go out and you're observant, you will see it happen.
Chucky, can I say something? I mean,
Yes. Mhm.
I'm gonna reference P Diddy.
Oh
I
no.
personally, I'm gonna
Oh hell
reference him.
no.
And with no, let me finish what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm gonna reference him, but I need
Okay.
context before I get to him. What I'm
Hmm.
trying to say is that there is this, I'm hearing on also social media. There was a Korean DJ that came to Nigeria 4 or 5 months ago and was hyping up Nigeria. There's a lot of non-Nigerians that are recognizing Nigeria and the whole Dirty December thing. So obviously you have to market, and I agree with you, it's market. But what is I think Abby's saying is that why is it a coincidence that these exotic, um, half Japanese, half Nigerian, or exotic women that are not Nigerian have no notable connection to Nigeria? What are they doing in Nigeria? And let's be honest, yeah.
Hmm.
I'm hearing you get a lot of men saying, Black Americans, a lot of British Nigerians say, come to Nigeria, come to Nigeria. What are they coming to Nigeria for? Yes, the nightlife, but obviously the opposite sex. Let's just be real. Now, if you get into a stage where you're hearing that there's beautiful babes in Nigeria in December, you're more likely to bring a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. And then you have
Hmm.
a whole group of guys, maybe one actual authentic Nigerian, and he brings all his friends. Why does he do that? Because he's hearing through a friend of a friend of a friend that there's
Hmm.
beautiful women. So let's stop the cap and let's not say that things are happening in terms of, yes, consenting adults doing kerewa and hooking up, but that's what you get when you have buzz and you have this thing about, oh, come to Nigeria for Dirty December. In
Yeah.
order for people to want to come to Dirty December, there has to be beautiful women.
Yeah. Definitely.
Stop. And it's not just the indigenous, and I say this, and it's not the indigenous Nigerian girls, it's all different girls, Mexican, half Japanese,
Hmm.
Korean, Chinese, everyone coming to the hub of Nigeria. And that is how you market, and it becomes bigger, bigger, and bigger. Because definitely I can tell you, and Abby can concur, on
People
social
saying they're
media.
coming from Mala, of
Okay.
course.
Exactly. Well, I can tell you all over social media, people are
Yeah.
recognizing Nigeria either for the fashion, either for the Afrobeat, and either for dirty. And you hear non-Nigerians talking about Nigeria all the time. Dirty December, Nigeria is the place to be. I just mentioned that Korean DJ that came to Nigeria. She's got a million followers or more followers talking about come to Nigeria. So Nigeria is being recognized, and a lot of big boys and Abby that Abby's mentioning, they're marketing Nigeria. You got to have the pretty girls.
Also,
Okay.
I think it's very important to mention Chucky, so you can just round up and then actually.
Okay. I'm going to make it
I think
quick.
it's important to mention as well
Yeah.
that you know that Nigerian men have this whole reputation of looking after their women and stuff. So it's of course a lot of women are going there because Nigerian men are always going to spend a lot of money, big money spenders. You get so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Quick one. I don't know if these guys when they go back to Nigeria and stuff like that and they're getting this and something. I don't know if it's a safety thing. I don't know if it's a safety thing because basically when I say that it's more of a safety thing and it's a more controlling thing. What I mean by that is like bringing in these girls. Oh yes, you're going to pay for the flight and everything, which is going to be very expensive. Then at the same time, you're looking at on the well-being of that particular guy or whatever or man or something like that. It's uh, I don't know if it's something that they are so fearful of the Nigerian girls or something like that of what they can do because there are cases of you know money being stolen or God forbid what's it called? How should I put that word in the UK terms? I mean YouTube terms of saying fake buy and all those things because there are similar cases like that. There must be going to be a case in regards to that. So maybe when they come down, there is somebody they can easily control where they have to go, what they need to do, and stuff. They know too well. They're in a country that they don't know too well, and they have to do whatever the man does and get the bag and live to their different countries. Maybe that's what I see as maybe they feel safe that way rather than being with a Nigerian woman. That's my take on that.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, thank you so much, honey babe. Thank you so much, Chucky. I think
Mm.
we can call it a night.
I
Are you
think we
sure?
can.
Ah, yes, so I need to go.
We're
Are
done.
you sure, Abby?
I'm tired though. Have we not tried?
You cannot be tired. You're always. You cannot be
I've done
tired.
three hours plus, so I've tried
You've
though.
done this. You've done 7 hours before.
That's with Uncle Ben. It's not me. I can't do that alone by myself. That was Uncle Ben's show.
No
When
problem.
it's somebody else hosting, you can go in and out, you can hoover, you can mute. But when you're the one hosting, I don't know how Uncle
Mm,
Ben does it, man. You have to actually
Um,
focus because you're also like controlling the studio as well, you know.
uh,
So anyway, my last show of the year.
all right. Congratulations.
And only are you traveling? I'm not traveling. No, I've cancelled my flights. My flight to Lagos was meant to be tomorrow. I've cuckoo cancelled this. So everybody can rest and stop
to
hating on me, on my
to
haters. You people
to
can be
where?
happy now. I've
Travel
cancelled it.
to
I'm
where?
staying here.
Travel to where? Sorry.
No, Anthony is asking me if I was traveling. I said I'm not
Oh,
traveling. But I'm off. My last day working is tomorrow, and I'm off until the new year.
okay.
Thank
Very
you.
nice. Very nice.
I've actually not done badly. I know Uncle Ben is shocked because he did not expect me to be this consistent. I've had at least one show every week since I started, and most weeks I had 3 shows. Yay! But anyway, my last show of the week is going to be, I think, on Monday because that's the last day before Christmas that I could do, 22nd, and it's going
Mm.
to be Body to Jesus Baby Pipeline. You guys know you don't want to miss this one. This one is proper amebo. Proper amebo is the Body to Jesus pipeline. As you can see, social media
Sorry,
star.
sorry, Abby. Are
Yes,
you
Daddy.
not gonna talk about your friend, your sister Vicky James, throwing shade at her ex? I never knew Vicky James dated D1.
I beg. I don't. I
Are you
don't.
not gonna
I
talk
don't think
about
the
that
one is.
girl too?
I don't think the one is saying the truth, Uncle Ben.
I think maybe they dated, really.
I don't think so. I mean,
What do you
possibly
mean you
because he
don't
was
think
a he
so?
was a he was a BBN star. Uncle
What do you
Ben,
mean you don't think so?
I don't think so. I mean, even if she,
Okay.
what do you want me to talk
But
about?
anyhow, Abby, even if they don't date, why would she decided to go after D1? There is something you have to do a show on that because there are some lessons I think young girls need to learn. Once you are married, you watch how you go after another man. And if you, as a man too, if you are married, you watch how you go after another woman. Because the thing is, sometimes people will choose not to attack you, they will attack your spouse. I,
You're
I,
right,
I can't
Uncle
wrap my
Ben.
head around that thing. What was she thinking? I know when she don't they talk. I know say she go enter one chance one day. She has been trading all day today. So if you want to look into that, I just tell you, Sha.
I saw it. I even watched that show by Chef Ify.
I've been watching the episode, so I like the concept of the show itself. I watched it when she, even Lizzie and Jory has come for her, all of that stuff. I just thought she could have been more tasteful with her response. But Uncle Ben, I don't have anything to talk about Vicky James because, quite frankly, good evening, sis Temilade. Thank you for coming as always. Um, she went after him, saying that you can't take someone like that seriously. When somebody opens their mouth and talks and doesn't make, she went after him. As what do you mean? She went after him. If you want to say, oh, I'm not sure who you just say, she could have said so many things she could have said, but she literally said it does not, whatever he says does not make sense. That's what she said. Uncle Ben, technically, Vicky James is actually on this topic that I'm doing on Monday because she's also a baddie to Jesus Baby Pipeline. But the reason I did not put her picture on the screen is because I've done a show on her before. And the one thing I don't want to do is consistently talk about people so that it never seems like dogpiling. That's why I decided that for this baddie to Jesus Baby Pipeline, even if she's probably going to get an honorable mention, I didn't want to focus on her since I've spoken about her and done a full show on her before. Do you get what I'm saying, Uncle Ben? So
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
I
She
don't
just have to be
really,
careful. She's
yeah,
married to a Yoruba guy. And when you are married to a Yoruba guy who don't seems to talk that much publicly, before you know, the guy don't get like two picking outside. The day when
that,
you go discover, the day you discover, you'll be like, what? You have a girlfriend? He go tell you, not be girlfriend, I get two baby. What do you want to do? Do you want to stay in the marriage or you want to go? She just has to watch it. We Yoruba men, we move differently. When you are dealing with a Yoruba man who is not putting his business out there and you are running your mouth, you are running at risk. You have to be very, very careful. That's what I would say if I have the privilege to talk to her. That her is too much. You having money doesn't mean that you have sense. You being a
absolutely.
baddie and now you find husband,
Very
it doesn't
true.
mean that you know better than anyone else.
Yes, you be.
So
You're
Yeah,
right.
I am not a fan of D1. But the way she
it
just
was not
went after that
necessary.
guy, oh my God. I think maybe I will do a reaction one day, Sha. But that's just my
Yeah,
thing.
if
I'll do.
I just don't think I can fit in because my last show is on Monday. I don't think I can do Friday. If I can do Friday, then I may do a combination of topics. So if I do Friday, so this is what's going to happen. If I can do Friday, if I get time to do Friday, I will do Vicky James, I will do Pella and Jav because remember I've been saying I want to do Pella and Javis, but I've had
And
to
can you
basically.
add your favorite? Can you add your favorite to your seat to that too? Because that woman preach the pass her
Yes,
boundary.
I was
To
going
your
to say
seat,
that. So
Toyosi is offering her husband to Nigerian lady on a platter of gold. You open your mouth while say, Titi is not my deal breaker. Nigerian girls will snatch her husband. Just come and bet, Abby. It's in my hand, bet.
I'm not going to bet on that for somebody's marriage. But what I'm going to say is that if I find time to do Friday, even if it's as late, because obviously today I decided at 10:30 today because that was what was most convenient. So even if I find late night like 10:30, I will try and do that. And I will just I will do bunch of G's. So Toyosi, like you said, Vicky James, Jarvis and Pella, and any other updates I would do. Because even Ezra, there's an update on Ezra if I find time. But I had to figure out what was most important. As everybody knows, this Detty December show, I've been talking about it for 4 weeks. That's why I chose it. So anyway, like I said, we're doing the baddie to Jesus Baby Pipeline. And as you can see, the subtopics are social media scam. So is it a scam when people go from baddie to Jesus Baby, or is it genuine? Desperate for a man, Christian aesthetics. Because there's this whole thing now of how is Christianity is an aesthetic. And as you can see on the screen, I have Nancy Isime, I have what's her name, Sharon Oja, I have Toke Makinwa, and then I have Tonto DK. So that is going to be my last show for the year, and it's going to be on Monday. If I get time, I will do a bunch of gists on Friday. Uncle Ben, I see that you're muted.
Why is Sisi always scared? Anytime we say if you are dealing with Yoruba men, you got to watch how you move. Sisi, are you scared?
See, I wanted to add Brini, but let me tell you, this should have with Brini. This should have with Brini is that Brini, this is Brini's 5th rebrand. And I feel like Britney is a show of her own, if that makes sense, because Britney is almost 40 and has had 20 rebrands. I've been following she's for the past 10, 50, almost 15 years now. Sissy, let me not talk. Let me just leave Britney. Let's not be that I'm a bully or something. I want to be very careful with this show. Every
Okay,
I mean,
Abby, bye bye. Bye bye,
do you
bye
know
bye,
what's
Abby. I
mad?
don't try.
Good night, sir. Do you know what's mad
Bye.
about
I'm
this Britney?
going for bye.
Good night, sis. Good night, honey, babe. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Sissy, if I have a show on Friday, if inspired me, I'm going to do a bunch of just like I said to Uncle Ben. I will add Britney because Britney has really, really pissed me off with this thing where every time this girl breaks up with a man, she has a rebrand. Yes, Britney Lee. She has a. Is it Britney? What's her name? Is it Britney Lee? That's her name. Sissy. I shall know her as Britney. I don't remember her last name. I don't even know if she has a last name. She always has a rebrand, and every time her rebrand is around a man leaving her. Is it every day? Yes, it's Britney Lee. Anyway, so that's going to be my whatever. If I do a show on Friday, I might add that, but I'm actually sick of it. I actually like the dress. Those dresses, I love the sort of dresses for summertime. But everybody has that dress. So the audacity of you to say you're becoming a modest whatever, you now have a modest line, but it's the same because there's no dresses like that on the market. It's the same dress everybody's. Oh, if I do show on Friday, I'll add her. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you. I don't know.
Great show, Abby. Have a good one.
Thank you, Chucky, Uncle UC, according to you.
Uncle
Anyway,
UC.
do you guys know that it was somebody's birthday the other day, but just that I wasn't really on any live stream. Can anybody guess who this is on my screen? Now she's finally engaged. She's doing modest fashion. Like, good night, honey, babe. Thank you, sis. I'm going to try and do a show on Friday. Guys, this is Zeno on my screen. And it was Zeno's birthday 2 days ago on the 16th, or 2 days ago as per UK time, yesterday for American people. It was Zeno's birthday. Zeno is a big, big babe now and all of that. So I just wanted to say happy birthday publicly, even if I had done that privately. And I just thought I would bring it here. Why didn't you tell me, Uncle Ben? Because I don't know. I didn't remember. We didn't do any show. I wasn't here yesterday as well. Happy birthday, Zeno. Because I wasn't online yesterday. I think you only did political roundtable yesterday, and I wasn't here. Anyway, Z baby, happy birthday. I don't know how to sing. It's Uncle Ben that always sings, and CB that sing for people. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Love you all. Thank you for your support. I may do a show on Friday, like I said, but whatever the case is, definitely Monday. Uncle Ben saying I'm celebrating her tomorrow. Not Z looking innocent. Uncle Ben, how much will you pay for this picture? That's the real cocoa. Because how will you get the picture? Oh, you can screenshot it from my kidney. I will remove it. Let me remove it so I will not see it again. All right, bye everybody. Good night. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all of your Uncle Ben, take us to Bora Bora. It's not if you are coming to Bora Bora. It's not if you are coming to Bora Bora. It's not people that have access to Bora Bora that take people to Bora Bora. Anyway, thank you for all the birthday wishes on behalf of Zeno. We appreciate the birthday wishes for my. You look like sisters. Ashley, are you sure? Ashley, have you seen me before? Ashley, are you sure you know what I look like? All right, bye everybody. I'm gonna end the show now. See ya. Have a good night and see you later. Bye.